I think I rock with these three. Yo, what's going on, man? My opponent has an Empoleon. My bet is that it's a pump fake. They're not leading Empoleon. They did not bring the Empoleon. If they did, then my Primarina is useless. But they did not. Primarina versus Primarina. Yo, what's going on, chat? I'm gonna start off with a Moonblast, nice and simple. This team has been going on a killer run. Is that a crit? No. Okay. Ever since I added Scarf Basculegion over the Ditto, this team has been on an absolutely killer run, man. Don't tell me this is a speed tie. Don't tell me this is a speed tie. Maybe it is, and I won it both times. I don't know. Ditto has been... Alright, it was better for a period, but it was just kind of lazy, you know? And I realized, well, if I keep losing to Basculegion, why don't I just bring it myself? And then all of a sudden, my frown turned upside down as I started winning. Anyways, let's make a play that will start losing. How about we go straight to Garchomp on the Dragonite? Let's do a play that will start losing. Earliest ever into a stream? Hey, well, welcome in. I said we're going to start winning. Let's do a play that will lose. On the spot. Let's go straight to Garchomp on this Mega Dragonite, bruh. Okay, well, it worked. So, what I'm going to do here is I am just going to Scale Shot. Hopefully it hits multiple times. I want to break past the multi-scale and then have the rest of the hits to do some decent damage. I'm not expecting it to kill. I have Basculegion here for a reason, though. So, Garchomp lock in. Get 5 hits. Let's get our first 5 hit. Let's get my first 5 hit in Pokemon Champions. Come on. You can do it, man. The first 5 hit. Okay, well, they switched. Looks like they're going to a Steel type. Yep. Okay. 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 Yo! Okay, Garchomp delivered, bro. My first 5 hit. It wasn't against the Dragonite, though. It was not against the Dragonite. But Garchomp gave me 5 hits. Hey, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. I'm going to go for the Earthquake. I feel like this might kill. Yeah, because of the 5-hit Scale Shot. And now from here, I think the game is pretty much over. I'm a Scale Shot the Dragonite. Hopefully it hits. If it misses, I lose, by the way. So, please. 90% accurate. Please. Please, bro. Come on. Come on. They're thinking long and hard about this. I mean, they're thinking really hard for somebody whose only strategy at this point is to dodge my Scale Shot. Okay. 2 hits. 3 hits. Oh, only 3 hits. Garchomp's gonna die. Garchomp's gonna die. I'm gonna go to Primarina. I'm gonna go for Moonblast. And then if they kill the Primarina with Thunderbolt, even at -2 special attack, I will go out into Basculegion and win the game. I'm gonna go into Primarina first because that will boost my last respects. They can't go for agility. They can't go for roost because they're not in multi-scale range. So Moonblast will kill them if they don't attack my Primarina, and that will boost my last respects. Fish might not even come out. The Basculegion might not even do anything. My Swords Dance, I was, yes. I didn't click it there because I dropped my defense with Scale Shot, so Swords Dance on Aegislash would have meant I got 1-tap by Poltergeist, probably. What's up, Shroomium? Die great? Holy, not even the great. Does Thunderbolt kill me at -2? Nope. Alright, well, I didn't even send out the Basculegion. The plan was to, but it's okay. The threat of Basculegion won on its own. Also, I called it. This guy had Empoleon. He wasn't going to bring it. It was a freaking pump fake. But I bet this guy is sending Empoleon for the rest of his matchups where he sees a Primarina. Poison type gym leader. Did bro have a single poison type on his team? I don't recall. But what? Excuse me? Wait, no. Did I just lose rank for winning? What? No. Mute the game audio. No, go back. I was rank 2. What just happened? I won my game and they deducted rank from me? What just happened? Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? Am I going insane? Nah. I gotta investigate this. What the heck was that? What was that? Now it says I'm rank 2 again. What is happening? What is happening? Now it says I'm rank 2. The game just snatched my rank 2 in front of me. I just saw it. The number changed from rank 2 to 3. And then it says I'm 2 again. So give me they give me mixed signals, man. Any team building tips? Only play Inu and Smogon. Are you planning to play singles or doubles? Because they are very different. Very, very different. And I am not even very good at like single stuff, so yeah. Basculegion be chilling. Yeah, he's sitting in the back, just letting his aura pulsate throughout the battlefield. If anybody stepped looking crazy, they were gonna get destroyed. I literally don't know what just happened there, by the way. Like, I don't even have an explanation. I won the game, and the game said, haha, you're not rank 2 anymore, by the way. Rank 3. And then I checked the stats, I'm rank 3 again. I don't get it. Either way, Primarina Elite looks fantastic. They have Primarina and Primarina, but physical, with Azumarill. Definitely not the same sauce as Primarina, but it's okay. I feel like this is another just exact same thing, right? I've been low-key feeling like replacing Gengar. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't clicked Gengar in a good minute. Genuinely, I have not. And King Gambit. Like, this team could change a lot. Gengar is very good, don't get me wrong. I just think my 3 attack sets probably isn't very optimal. I might need like Will-O-Wisp or something. Singles? I would say try not to be too passive in this game. You could definitely run like a stallier team if you'd like, but this team really rewards just fast games and strategies that benefit from fast games. I could have went for Encore right here, but I genuinely didn't think this guy was going to Quiver Dance turn 1. I did this to somebody off stream. They led with their Mimikyu, went for Swords Dance, got Encored, died. Then they went into their, they went something else and just died instantly. Oh, Hippowdon. They went to Hippowdon and then died. And then they went to Charizard X, clicked Dragon Dance, and got Encored and died. So that's why I didn't think that was going to happen again. I should have been prepared for it. I need to check real quick. If my Primarina just did that much to a Volcarona, oh my god, I don't have the time. Please. Offensive Quiver Dance, +1 special defense. Yes, that seems accurate. Aqua Jet should kill. Aqua Jet should kill. At 29, bro? Or it does 29 minimum. I mean, please don't burn me. No! Oh my god. See, Pokemon is the game where your opponent can make a play that makes no sense. Quiver Dancing, turn 1, and they get rewarded with a burn. So now my Focus Ash is gone. Hopefully that doesn't matter against Garchompingtons. I don't think it will. Please don't. I mean, I could check. You always gotta check, bro. You always gotta check. Garchomp, Sweeper. Ooh, no. Does Poison Jab kill me? 89%. It does 138 health max with Poison Jab. Okay, they don't kill me. 138 HP max. Yep. Bye-bye. So they lose 2 Pokemon. So, yeah, Primarina's just goated. But yeah, as I was saying about, like, singles tits here, you really want to bring strategies that take advantage of faster games. So things like Focus Sash are really good. Citrus Berry on your bulkier Pokemon are really nice. Lots of pivots. Not lots of them, but a decent bit. You've seen a lot of, if you've been watching any singles gameplay, there's a lot of Scarf Meowscarada with U-turn. There's a lot of Scarf Lopunny, like Mega Lopunny. There's a lot of U-turn Corviknight. Pivots are really, really good because they bring in your, like your sweepers faster and your wall breakers faster. And since it's 3v3, they do that job really, really quickly. I'm going to go for Encore just in case this Dragonite's clicking a suspicious move. It should kill me 9 times out of 10. They might fear an Aqua Jet to break the multi-scale, and they might go for something freaky. All right, same exact thing. Scale Shot. Fire Fang on Garchomp. If your team is very, very comfortable against fairy types, and like you can rely out comfortably on the strategy of weakening fairy types for Garchomp to kill him with Earthquake, yeah, you could. Please hit the Scale Shot. Give me 4 hits. Let's meet in the middle. Garchomp. 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 Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. And of course it's Ice Beam and not Draco Meteor. Garchomp, don't do this to me. Garchomp, don't do this to me. No. No, 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 no. No, I mean, I only have 1 move to click. There's no move to click here. Also, I literally didn't change any of the moves here. This is how broken this Pokemon is, by the way. It literally still has Aqua Jet and Protect from when it was supposed to be used as like a doubles thing. I have not even changed its moveset. I just slapped a Choice Scarf on it, and watch what it's about to do to this Dragonite. I mean, like, it's just so broken. It's one of the most no-skill Pokemon I've ever seen, bro. Outside of, now Dracovish gives it more than competition. Dracovish is absolutely just pure no skill. This thing, though, it's up there. It is up there. There is no thinking, no thought process at all when it comes to this Pokemon. I just send it out, and it just ends the game. Garchomp literally got the lowest amount of Scale Shot hits possible. I think that even if I missed my Scale Shot, Basculegion probably won that because it's bulky enough to take a hit. Like, it probably lives with a Thunderbolt from Mega Dragonite. I mean, it's just... Okay, this might not be an opportunity to bring it because they have Hydreigon, which is a pretty, this is why to some, maybe Basculegion isn't even rated that highly, because there's Meowscarada, which naturally resists, there's Hydreigon, which naturally resists. I mean, it makes sense, right? However, this guy's team, oh my god, Primarina food. Primarina food. I'm definitely bringing it. Now it's just a question of, do I bring Garchomp or what? Or like King Gambit. Like, King Gambit could be good here as well. King Gambit lead literally does not sound bad. Unless it's another Light of Ruin Floette. If you know, you know. I might just go with these 3 again. It seems really hard to stop these 3 for them. Besides Starmie. Maybe. Not really. They would need to bring Starmie, Hydreigon. But then I don't know how you beat Primarina. Besides just Starmies and Headbutt flinching it or something. We'll see. Let's see how this one goes. EV spread on Basculegion should just be max attack, max speed, and then Jolly Nature. I had it Adamant at first, but that was stupid. It was just adamant because it was previously not Choice Scarf, and it was, as you can see by the moveset, I have not changed anything else about it. But yeah, Jolly Nature, max speed, max attack. Anyways, they lead over to Dragon, which is great for me. Because their only switch into this would be Aegislash. I could Sparkling Aria because logically speaking, you should just not keep this in. I'm going to listen to my gut. My gut says there's no way you keep this in when this is probably, in your head, your answer to Gengar and your resist to Basculegion. So they're going to switch. Or U-turn, or what? Yes, okay. And it is indeed Aegislash that comes out. We're going to get a juicy Sparkling Aria. Yeah, we're going to follow our gut this time. No second guessing our plays. They're in a good position. I'm not going to lie. They are. I could go Garchomp. I definitely could. I think I will. But I don't know if Garchomp lives Poltergeist into Shadow Sneak. And I also don't think I have the time to calc that. Offensive Swords Dance, maybe? Poltergeist. Level 50. Nah, Poltergeist into Shadow Sneak probably kills me. Forget it. Let's find out if it does or not. It should. Poltergeist into Sneak should kill me. It's a hard position to be in. Yeah, especially if this is Spell Tag. It's just so strong. It's really hard to figure out what you even do in this position, though. Like, Shadow Sneak's just gonna kill me. But I think getting them the chip with Rough Skin to allow Primarina to kill is important. If I let Primarina die there, then I'm just gonna lose to Hydreigon. Like, without a question. I imagine I'm faster. It's a speed tie, potentially, if they're max speed. And if they win the speed tie, I lose. They switch out to... Ooh. Starmie. Okay. Is that a crit? No. Well, Starmie is scary. This is a situation where I kind of have to go straight to Basculegion and hope I live. One Zen Headbutt. I think I called their exact 3. It was the best 3 they could have brought, so maybe I could have used something that would have been better prepared for their 3, because they're just gonna, yeah. Now I'm in range of Zen Headbutt. I believe the only way that I win this is by dodging Starmie's Zen Headbutt. If I had to guess. They're probably gonna go back to Hydreigon. And I think they're gonna Dark Pulse. I legitimately think they're gonna Dark Pulse, and then they're gonna switch to Aegislash. Oh, they go straight to Aegislash. Did they calc and find out that Shadow Sneak kills me? Does it do 126 damage? Basculegion. It absolutely can. If that's Spell Tag, yeah, it super kills me if that's Spell Tag. Well, just gotta hope it's not. I think judging by the damage it did to Garchomp, it is Spell Tag. And it would kill me in one hit, yeah. I don't know what other item you'd run on Aegislash, to be fair, so. And now, we are back to this position where I said the only way I can win is by dodging Zen Headbutt. That's the reality. I have to dodge Starmie's and headbutt. 90% accurate move. Maybe Shadow Sneak into Liquidation kills me. I don't know. That flip turn did a lot to Basculegion. But this is their play. Shadow Sneak, maybe Liquidation. Yeah, Shadow Sneak guaranteed. Okay, I'm almost certain that Starmie just kills with Liquidation. This is showing that King Gambit was the better pick, but I hesitated on it for no real reason. Maybe they go for Zen Headbutt and miss. But they should just... I think Liquidation does 74, bro. And even if it didn't, Hydreigon's faster, it'll kill. Should have been King Gambit. Fair enough. But I can spot pretty quickly like what went wrong there. 69 VP. Very cool. This is a very weird team. You win some, you lose some. Yep, absolutely. Looks like maybe their strat is Aurora Veil and then Belly Drum Azumarill. Could be it. That looks pretty scary, I'm not going to lie. This might be a Gengar lead. Though they could have Meowscarada or Lopunny first to U-turn into the Ninetales, right? Like, I could see that route gameplay as well. I don't know if Basculegion looks very good against Meowscarada and Mega Lopunny. Can't Lash Respects the latter. It's everything you do is resisted by the former. Orb looks good for Meow and Lopunny. And maybe I go Garchompingtons. I'm not prepping enough for Delphox, which is the problem here. Maybe I just go Basculegion and say screw it. Let's do that. Is Alola Ninetales good in singles? Yes, yes, yes. Good Veil setter. Purely for Aurora Veil. Even without Light Clay, because you can... I mean, it's 3v3. The matches don't last that long. They just lead straight with Ninetales. Okay. Great for me. I was kind of expecting them to lead with something else that would pivot into it, but it's okay. They don't have a single Ghost Resist besides Cofagrigus, which then takes Shadow Ball. They could pivot to Cofagrigus first on the Ghost move. Does this live a Sludge Bomb? There's no shot. Maybe it's Focus Sash Aurora Veil, which would be... That'd just be alright. I haven't seen that before. Oh. Silly me. I forgot to prep for Kebia Berry. I forgot about that. Whoops. Didn't account for the Kebia Berry Ninetales. That's my bad. I've never even read Kebia Berry in my life. Like that you just made that berry up. I'm not gonna lie. In comes Lopunny. I don't like this, bro. How do you prepare a team against crazy people like that? Yeah, you don't. I'm assuming this is some power-up punch Lopunny. It has to be something that somehow beats Corbin, I imagine. Because otherwise, I don't know what Aurora Veil does for Lopunny. Bug Bite for Scizor should be fine, yeah. I personally prefer just U-turning out, but there are certain situations where maybe you just want to pop them with a strong bug move. Triple Axle. Okay, that's not going to be the move. But I cannot count this thing out. I absolutely cannot count this thing out. It could be Encore. I've always feared that. I don't know if it even has Encore anymore, but I always fear that set. I'm at 161 health specifically. They have a 3% chance to kill me with close combat. I'm just going to body press. Ooh. And who's that? Azu. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I don't have much of a play here, besides spamming Iron Head. I don't think. Maybe I'm faster, and I can flinch him. I need to stall out Aurora Veil turns. Nope. Belly Drum. Classic. This is classic Azu behavior. Okay, their Veil is gone, which is good for me. I think my play here is just sack Gengar. And then go Basculegion. I feel like there's nothing else to it, really. It's only a matter of whether or not Basculegion kills with Last Respects at 54 with 100 base power. Yes, it does. Okay, we're gonna sack Gengar. If this thing goes for Substitute, you just made that move set up today. I've never seen sub Belly Drum Azumarill in my life. If you are the one sub Belly Drum Azu ever, then congratulations. Gengar dies. Basculegion will tank the Aqua Jet. And then we go for Last Respects. Obviously, they can pivot into Lopunny and prolong this game for a little longer. Right? They have no obligation to stay in here. Last Respects is a very obvious move for me. Okay, well, they've decided that they've lost. Except, they can still win. That's the craziest part. They can legitimately still win here. With a crit. Because as far as I'm aware, my Corviknight is at 185. It's not going to get to it killed by close combat. I don't even know if it gets to it killed by high jump kick. I'm going to switch to it anyway because I'm Scarf Basculegion. So I'm locked into... Okay, Fake Out is definitely not the move you click there. Fake Out is definitely not the move you click in that scenario. Just body press. I'm not going to mess around with Encore, bro. It's actually high jump kick. And they crit me. I literally said that's how I'm going to lose. Or not going to, but I said that's how I could lose. So if they went for high jump kick earlier and crit me, they would have won, probably. I don't know why they went for Fake Out. They land 2 high jump kicks. But I don't even have to Wave Crash. I can Aqua Jet, which is hilarious. It's not really that hilarious, but yeah. They could be Quick Attack, which is why I'm going to go for this. Fake Out or Quick Attack just doesn't kill me. It does 60 max. It doesn't do 63. But Aqua Jet will do 31% minimum, so you are dead. And since I'm Choice Scarf Aqua Jet, because I didn't change the movesets, you can't even get a Quick Attack off. GG. Scary team. Very scary. But that is that's the flaw of Aurora Veil. You don't have Light Clay, so you got to run goofy goober items like Kebia Berry to resist poison or whatever. Never seen that before. Never, ever, ever seen that before. We are getting close to 2,000 ELO, ladies and gentlemen. I need to figure out some changes, like Gengar. Mega Gengar has been good. It's just... that was a good scenario for it, for sure. I feel like I just kind of lose to some of the same Pokemon. Or some of the same Pokemon are very scary. At least. Maybe I don't outright lose to them, but they are very, very scary every time I fight them. Things like Aegislash are very annoying for this team. Sometimes I just make it explode because sometimes they're not that good at using it. But when they use it correctly, like one of my previous opponents, it is very hard for this team to handle. Especially because it can just close combat King Gambit, you know? But that aside, this looks like a good Primarina angle. I think I go Primarina, Corv, and Basculegion. Because if they... My logic is... Corv will beat Garchomp and Kangaskhan. Probably doesn't struggle with Sylveon. But it's weaker to Gengar. Which means Basculegion will own that. And if they brought Gengar, then that means they don't have Kangaskhan as their ghost immunity. Same time... If they do bring Kangaskhan, then I have Corviknight, you know? It's kind of like a covering as many options as possible thing. And it's Kangaskhan, which means I imagine Corviknight should have a good time. Basculegion, maybe not as much. Let me add Basculegion to the showdown team so that I can calc properly. I need to change his moveset. I need to at least take Protect off. Maybe just give it Flip Turn, you know? Maybe I just give it Flip Turn over Protect. Cost a couple VP. Why am I saying maybe? I should just absolutely do that. Protect does nothing. I just didn't change it. It could be Seismic Toss Kangaskhan. Some guy had a Body Slam and Rock Slide to, like, do Paraflinch. Absolutely evil concept. Fake Out might just heal me. Oh, no. It did a little bit of damage. I'm going to be honest. I just don't see a world where you stay in here. I legit don't. But you never know. You never know. I don't necessarily have a good matchup by U-turning on this. So I think I will just body press. Even though U-turn is like way more optimal. Is that Skeleadurge? That's what I was fearing. Guess I should have went for U-turn. I just don't know. Like, if I U-turn on Seismic Toss or something. I haven't fought a single Seismic Toss set, by the way. But yeah, if I do that, like, that's not very good for me. Because I just take Seismic Toss damage, do nothing, and now my Corviknight loses to Kangaskhan on the next turn, you know? Or Primarina. It's not going to be the best play, but I mean, if they go for Wisp, that's not the biggest deal. Hex, like base Hex, wouldn't have done anything. I'm assuming it's Wisp, Hex, Torch Song, Slack Off. Maybe Yawn somewhere if Skeleadurge runs that. I don't know if you run double status, though. We have Sparkling Aria, and we have Moonblast. Now, I don't think you have a Water Resist on your entire team, correct? But Sparkling Aria. Kangaskhan never been a threat. It's a sneaky one. I do agree, though. In singles, it's not that scary. In doubles, I don't know if it's really relevant there, unfortunately, but I think it should be fine. It's just there's so much competition. Okay, they double out, what, back to the Skeleadurge to catch the Corviknight. Fair enough. So I got damage in exchange for a little bit of momentum in their favor. What if I, in this situation, go for a U-turn? Dang it, I'm faster. I wanted to tank the Hex. Prima Sweep. This is not going to be a Primarina Sweep, unfortunately. Hex is going to do a little too much damage. It's still good. Mega Kangaskhan is still good, but I think the competition of other Mega Pokemon, at least in a singles level, I have no context in doubles, so I don't play doubles. I want to see how much Primarina takes. I'm taking too long. It's probably gonna... Maybe it's not even Hex. Okay, I'm gonna take a lot from Hex, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's Shadow Ball. This set can still run Shadow Ball instead of Hex, which won't do too much damage. Okay, there we go. That's not too concerning. Still does a lot, and I'm getting chipped down, but at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is that they still don't have a water resist. So maybe they have like a Sylveon. Okay. Right on cue. Hello, Sylveon. Do decent damage. It's at 6-7 health. I think I can count how strong that was just based off of that. Might just be a basic... Okay, it's not max HP. I don't think it's max HP. It's pretty offensive. I'm not in Torrent range. Dude, that's 71. Skeleadurge. Will I die to Shadow Ball? It's a 2-hit KO. Okay. I'm going to go back to Corv because even though they can double back to Skeleadurge, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's going to put me in Torrent range. And again, they don't have water resists, okay? That is important to remember. They do not have water resists. Body press could be a move. I feel like they would expect that, though, because they probably expect me to expect the Kangaskhan to come in. So I'm just going to go for Iron Head. Keep it chill. Keep it simple. Because body press the Kangaskhan so that they can't heal it makes sense. So I imagine they stay in. Yeah. Probably Yawn. If I flinch them, that's amazing. No. Sylveon is so corny, bro. All the Yawn Pokemon are. I'm sorry. I hate all the Yawn Pokemon. It's the same thing. Late game Basculegion wins? Yeah, it should. Because again, I've been kind of like hammering this point home. No water resist. So, if they aren't resisting Sparkling Aria, they aren't resisting Wave Crash. In this scenario, I have no other play but to just let myself go to sleep. Annoyingly. Is that crit? No. No flinch. They're gonna wish. I mean... I'm gonna go to sleep. It's not the worst thing in the world. I fall asleep. If they want to keep their Sylveon healthy, then they would. If they want to heal up the Kangaskhan, then go for it. I'm just going to stand. Skeleadurge could work. Okay, they heal up Kangaskhan, which is their ultimate goal. This is a situation where maybe I could U-turn. Because they're going to go into Skeleadurge. I'll at least stall out a sleep turn if I don't wake up, but I would like to U-turn. Aww. That sucks. Primarina lives a Shadow Ball, according to the damage calc. At 71 health, not 71 HP. I had to make sure I put health. I live the Shadow Ball, plus the burn. Torch Song. That still puts me into Torrent range, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain that puts me into Torrent range. Yes, so something is going to explode. And actually, Torch Song was the worst move they could have clicked. Because it did, like, it did no damage. It did no damage. So I have another opportunity. This Kangaskhan is going to take a ton of damage, bro. It's not going to die, but... God. Straight to 33 health. And now I think Basculegion has this in the bag. technically, I could just sack it. I've already concluded that the Sylveon has to be some level of offensive because it didn't take... It took a little more from Sparkling Aria than it should have. I'm trying to think, how do I not throw this? Corv as they double into Skeleadurge. I'm expecting a double back to Skeleadurge. In this position, they really need to keep the momentum. But they go for Ice Punch to try and freeze me or something. I don't know. I'm already asleep, so that doesn't work. Haven't seen Ice Punch Kangaskhan before. I'll say that. So, props to you, dude. U-turn is free because I can get in Basculegion. Even if they stay in with Kangaskhan here, it doesn't change the fact that I have a Wave Crash loaded up. Maybe it's Thunder Punch Kangaskhan. Take out Ice Punch. What would the rest of your moveset be? Sucker Punch, Earthquake, or something? I don't know. My Corviknight is sleeping. Double Edge. Nothing could have prepared me for that move. Alright, now we just Wave Crash. If he lets the Kangaskhan die, we will kill everything with Last Respects. We don't even need to Wave Crash everything to death. Why would they Double Edge? They're just clicking buttons at this point. Maybe it did more than Ice Punch. I don't even know. I don't think it does. Maybe it does like close to the same, but they just took Chip for no reason. I need to put Flip Turn on this, bro. I still went into battle with Protect because it's my old set where I didn't... Bro, this is how Brian they forfeit. Okay, yeah, they had no idea. They had no idea I was Basculegion. I think they were hoping I wasn't. This is why you bring Water Resist on your team, ladies and gentlemen. Because they brought 0 of them, and I had 2 Water types. That hit very hard. Did it lose Power Up Punch? Oh, that's crazy. I don't even know that. Wow, it did. That was unnecessary. I don't even think it's broken with Power Up Punch. Maybe in like the Champions OU, I think. All right, we're gonna go, and I need to train this Basculegion to learn Flip Turn because I'm trolling. I'm trolling with the freaking Protect. It was a double set that did not have Choice Scarf, for reference. And I just put Choice Scarf on it because I was upset that I kept losing to Basculegion. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to bring it myself. I feel like over Aqua Jet, I should probably go Liquidation as well. Do you agree, chat, or do you disagree? Or Scarfingtons. I feel like Aqua Jet's still fine, right? Aqua Jet is still completely fine. Aqua Jet should still be just completely fine. It actually came in clutch earlier. Like, if that Lopunny earlier was Quick Attack, this actually came in clutch, you know? It's nice for, like, faster Pokemon that have priority, you know? So that was an example. If that was a Quick Attack Lopunny, it came in clutch right there. King Gambit needs to get off this team. But I still don't know what I want to put over it, you know? Like, this slot has been the biggest one that's in contention for me. Maybe I just go back to Arcaludon, but I make their Arcaludon set better. Does that sound like a bad idea? Any weaknesses? It's like the same old Pokemon. They're just annoying. Like I don't feel like I instant lose to anything, but there are some that are very annoying. A lot of the grass types. Meowscarada I haven't lost to in a long while, but Venusaur is a big one. It's big. It's a big Pokemon. Victreebel. Mega Victreebel is annoying as well, I would say. Mega Meganium is another one. That one's always like potential man against me. Like in theory, it goes weather ball, solar beam, solar beam, solar beam, weather ball, and then something, I don't know, it could hit Gengar. But then Gengar just traps it and it dies. Or I poison jab it with Garchomp. But I haven't fought like a good Meganium player yet that isn't just going to let it die to Garchomp poison jab instantly. But it would be very annoying theoretically. The Rotom forms are typically pretty annoying, but they're not like game enders for me. Hippo would be nice. I've been trying my hardest to even roll it. Like, if I could roll Hippowdon, that'd be amazing. But the game just keeps saying no. Yeah. I can get a no-cost pull in an hour. Do I have a ground-type ticket? Nope. I mean, I have the coupons. Let's see. I would like to get a Hippowdon. It would be useful for the other team that I'm trying to make. The more bulky, fat team. But I just haven't rolled it at all. Yeah. The game says here, have a Pidgeot with modest nature and a sky attack. Thank you. Spothra is good, but, you know, I already have it. Blastoise already have it. Camera, God, no. Torterra, no. Vaporeon, no. Aegislash already have. Hatterini, probably not. Obama, no. It would have been useful when I was trying to do the Oko move stream. But a little too late. I guess Hatterini's like probably the most useful here. Darn, male Vaporeon. What's the problem with that, big fella? What's the problem with that? Time into the next no-cost lineup. Wait, did I just undo it? Oh, was I supposed to wait? Was I supposed to wait? Whoops. Alright, well, Hippowdon. Nope. Skull Villain in an Ultra Ball. I mean, Mega Skull Villain is not good. It's just regular Samurai. Okay. Arcanine, it's not the worst thing ever. It's just not good. Gallade, no. Shout out to Temp the Gallade. If you know, you know. Venusaur. I already have it. Goodra. Lycanroc. Politoed Helios. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I guess I'll temporarily recruit Skull Villain. Alright, game. You can stop trolling me now. Your box is at maximum capacity. Oh my god. This is so annoying. This part of the game is so annoying. You just don't understand. Okay, Skull Villain, Hatterini. I just added you to the team. You both can go. I gotta keep the shiny Auroras. I just have to. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Garg has been really bad. Like, really bad. But it'll be useful when Terra comes back, you know? And then I have, like, doubles relevant Pokemon. Low-key Dragapult to go. Mega Feraligatr, I don't think it's very good, unfortunately. It's not, like, the worst thing ever. I don't think it's great, though. That's just it. You know who is great? Hippowdon. Oh, and nope. Okay, well, Feraligator's here to check me. I heard you was talking crazy, son. I heard you was talking crazy. My fault, Feraligator. Continue with your life, man. My fault. I will never speak ill of Feraligator ever again. Bro pulled up on me. My fault, man. Heracross is nice. That's actually a good set. Besides Bug Bite, Close Combat, Pin Missile. I mean, I don't know if Pin Missile's very good. I don't think Pin Missile's good. But, you know, a Mega set could be good. I like Rock Blast and Bullet Seed. That's useless. I mean, Heracross probably the best thing here. Alright, we're gonna do one more recruitment, man. Come on. I'm gonna grab my food real quick, too. As I pull, I'm not even gonna look at the screen. You all look at the screen and tell me what I got. I'm gonna grab my food. Chad, no way. No way a Powdon arrived. Look. Oh, it's a Powdon nervous to drop. Yo, they gave me a stacked lineup, though. What the heck is this lineup? Hello? Hydreigon, Delphox, Sneasler, which I already have, but Greninja and Hippowdon. Like, bro, I pick one of these. I'm going to skip the rest for eternity? Well, until the next time they come around. I mean, I'm grabbing Hippowdon. Hippowdon's nervous, bro. He wanted to wait till I left to appear on the screen after trying to pull for this Pokemon for like 3 days straight. That was kind of adorable, bro. It's kind of adorable, little guppy. That's crazy. Deserved? Absolutely. Gonna watch some Pragmata gameplay. Good luck in the games. Appreciate that, Spencer. Yo, Pragmata looks pretty good. It does look pretty good. All right, King Gambit. Now, do I replace King Gambit? Well, first things first. Let me go over to this team. Or Chompingtons. Boom. And this almost looks like the team that I think it is the team. This is the fat team that I have. It's not complete, but it's full of nothing but just straight tubs of lard and then Gengar. This is where we're at. I mean, some of the items would need some work. I'm not going to run Bright Powder. But I was thinking, like, the weakest link on this team might be Dragonite. And it was making me consider running Mega Venusaur. Could also work in this slot. This is the team I want to run. It's going to be... If I keep Dragonite, it was going to be like a Paraflinch, Air Slash, Dragon Tail, Roost, Thunderwave, just like bulky defensive Mega Dragonite because it's huge. Super, super bulky. Amazing stats. Just the basic Foul Play, Wish, Protect, Yawn, Umbreon. The Corv is probably going to be Iron Defense, Iron Head. Not Iron Head, Brave Bird. Because I need something that can hit all the grass types that are annoying. This was going to be like a bulkier but still fast, obviously. Wisp Hex, Gengar. This was going to be just a standard defensive Toxapex. Probably with like Payapa Berry. And then a just standard Hippowdon last with Yawn Rocks. Don't know if I'm going to run Slack Off on it or not, but it's going to be specially defensive as well. I don't think I have the VP to get all of that at the moment, which is annoying. And I think the weakest link here is Dragonite. It's just I was observing what this team was kind of weak to, and I even made like a whole list of things that this team struggles against. And like Dragonite kind of addressed the most of it. The biggest problem to me is Mega Venusaur, Mega Delphox, Mega Blastoise. And the rest are just kind of like generally annoying Pokemon. Mega Victory Bell, Zard Y, Mega Dragonite, Mega Scizor is also annoying. It's really hard to break past it. That's up to me. I have to figure out what Mega Pokemon... It doesn't even have to be a Mega Pokemon. It literally does not have to be. What Pokemon would work in this slot that would address Venusaur, Delphox, and Blastoise all at the same time? Because that's a very complex trio of Pokemon to answer. Very, very... Those are not the same at all. Obviously, resist Fire, Water, and Grass to be Dragon types, but that does not help with Blastoise. That's why Dragonite doesn't really do much of anything in terms of helping against Blastoise, because it just Ice Beams me. I'm really, really considering Mega Venusaur. That would add a third poison type, but bro, fairy types are so good. Completely giving, Primarina, just a negative matchup. Sounds great. It's just, I would have to rely on Umbreon really, really hard in order to get past Delphox. The reason why Delphox is bad, though, is because if you're running only Earthquake, even on a specially defensive Hippowdon, bro, that thing has Levitate, so I don't know what to do. But Venusaur would address opposing Venusaur, would address Blastoise. It doesn't seem too bad. But yeah, that's what the other team's looking like. We're going to get back to this team, though. Can I really kick King Gambit off? Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Let's see, with 2,200 VP, can I even train it? That's the next question. Definitely not running Stockpile. Give me Whirlwind. Then we're going to run Yawn. I'm not even going to run Slack Off on this thing. I might run Slack Off on the other team, though. Are we running physically defensive or specially defensive? I feel like for this team, I want Fizz Death. But I could run mixed defenses. What do y'all think? Maybe a careful nature. No, not a careful. Impish nature with special attack. Like not special attack. Special defense. So something like this. I mean, low key. One little speed there to speed creep the other Hippowdons. Impish nature for defense. And like one little stat there. Something like this. Just so I don't fall completely over to physical moves. But I wanna check speed tiers real quick. 68 speed. Is there something relevant around this speed range that I can outspeed? Besides Hippowdon. 0 speed King Gambit at 70 speed. And 0 speed Azumarill. That might be worth it. That might be worth it. Let me see. Bink, bink, bink. 71. There's something else I can run here. Okay, and a little bit of physical defense, I guess. We'll just put it back to special defense. Okay. 71 speed to be faster than King Gambit if it has minimum speed. That should not even be a set, but just in case it is, you never know, it could help. All right. Let's try this team out now. We have Garchomp and Hippo. I could run Sandvale and be cringe, but we're not going to do that. All right. Meanwhile, as I play, let me eat some grub, man. Toxic Hippo? Nah, Yawn's too good. Yawn's too good. I got some Panda. Mega Charizard Y to send out with Venusaur in the sun. That is a good strategy, yeah. Wow. Okay, this team looks like if you ask Grok to generate a complete and utter counter team to me. Am I crazy? This doesn't even look like a real team. Oh, okay, okay. You're talking about singles. Gotcha. Or not singles, talking about doubles. Works in singles too, but yeah. This team, like, what in the world is this? This is not a real team. This guy's Meganium, as I just finished talking about Meganium destroying my team. I mentioned how I hated Umbreon. There's an Umbreon here for my Gengar and my Basculegion. What do I even do? I mean, Primarina's always going to be good. Bringing Garchomp against 3 fairy types might seem crazy, but I legitimately think it is going to work. Okay, work is a really heavy term here. I might need to just go for the speed tie. This guy is, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this team is crazy. If they bring Basculegion, I'm cooked. If they bring Basculegion, I'm fried. So let me, yeah. When the speed's high, absolutely you know the plan. Look at our Solar Beam. I like to just Moonblast and then Encore. I'm faster? Okay, so I won't Encore. Maybe I special attack drop him. Nah. I don't recall being faster than Meganium in most matchups, but hey. Not bad. Usually they run it to be faster than Primarina to avoid this situation right here. Imagine Mega Meganium sweet such saying, I've never said it was bad. No, I've glazed this thing. What? I said it was bad in doubles. I don't think it's very useful in doubles. Like, what, singles? No, I've done nothing but endless glaze for Mega Meganium in singles. Endless glaze. They go for Dazzling Gleam. Okay, they hit me with a little Razzle Dazzle. That's a water resist at low health, though. Okay, let's go to Basculegion and maybe Flip Turn does 12. Actually, Flip Turn is risky. Flip Turn is risky because they have Basculegion. I'm just gonna get owned by it. There's nothing I can do in this situation, bro. I could Flip Turn to Corv and just kind of test the waters, but I feel like they just have Umbreon and I'm gonna lose the game. Forget it, bro. Oh, I should have clicked Flip Turn. If they have Umbreon, the game is over anyway. Yeah, let's just flip it. This is like the worst matchup imaginable. I can't do anything in this matchup. It's impossible to win that. You might think that was an early forfeit. It is impossible. I assure you, it is not possible to win that matchup. It's just not. Umbreon's going to yawn the Corviknight into oblivion. It doesn't, no, it doesn't work. That team was just... How do I counter that team as hard as physically possible? Wow. And the streak continues. Okay. The streak definitely continues. So now we have Scarf Hydreigon for the Gengar, for the Basculegion. We have Aegislash, which I've already said I lose to a lot. Venusaur, which I already said I lose to a lot. Huh. The game is listening. Okay. Maybe I just stop talking. The game seems to listen to whatever you say you don't want to fight. And it brings opponents that have it. I don't think I like Hippo lead. Loses to Venusaur, loses to Primarina. Maybe Gengar. Corv. And Primarina. I might need Brave Bird on my Corviknight instead of Ironhead. Because Venusaur and stuff is too much of a problem. Yo, imagine I stay in like an absolute freak of nature on this extremely obvious U-turn. I would love to do that, but I'm just not. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. And plus, Dark Pulse is completely safe if they have a Venusaur in the back. I should have stayed in like a boss. Should have stayed in like a freak. Now they're just going to go to Venusaur. Yep. And my day is over. It's crazy how I called that exact sequence. It did nothing about it. I just let it happen. I literally said I could just stay in on the obvious U-turn into Venusaur, and then I switch on the obvious U-turn into Venusaur. Either way, my Corviknight doesn't really beat this thing, so... They were convinced I do. Wow, my opponent is very good at picking 3 Pokemon. They are very good at it. That's unwinnable. Another unwinnable in a row. Three VP. That's nice. All right. We're back to our regularly scheduled program of normal teams. Let's see what we do here. Primarina looks good, as usual. As usual. Is there an unranked mode? Yes. I think there's like a casual gameplay mode. This trio has almost never let me down. Yeah, I think I'm going to put Venusaur over Gengar. I think I will. I feel like that is the best route here. Gengar has been kind of slacking. It's not even Gengar's fault. It's just, it's so good that people will over prep for it now. Because everyone knows it's broken. And that inherently makes it bad. Not bad. Not, okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me change the wording there. Not bad. It inherently makes it not as God tier as it could be. Because everyone knows it's God tier. So they're going to over prep for it. They're going to bring 2 to 3 different Gengar answers to make it struggle because it's that good. Which inherently makes it in a lot of matchups not end up being that good. I got an amazing critical hit turn 1. They might have a Citrus. They do not have a Citrus. Special attack drop. Nope. Let me check their team just in case they could be scared. For Moonblast, they could go to Aegislash, but I will just Sparkling Aria that. I'll be patient. Yep, Aegislash in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Wow, so surprising. I just don't want to make bad plays by Sparkling Aria-ing it on the Switch. That is a hard word to turn into a verb. That is Sparkling Aria. Verbing that word is really difficult. It could be faster with like Jolly Nature, or also max speed Adamant and then have a speed tie and win and get Poltergeist. Either way, Sparkling Aria is going to rain down. How much is that going to do? He's at 86. No, he's at 79. Okay, it wouldn't have even done that much. Yeah, this Primarina set is busted. My favorite for sure. Primarina is max HP, max speed. I don't know about the other thing. Yo, just rest in defense. With a modest nature. At least I think it's modest. Is it not? Yeah, it's modest. What the heck do they switch to here? Do they fear Wave Crash? Do they fear Lash Respect? I'm gonna Lash Respect. If they have Lopunny, then I mean Corv is fine and I can Wave Crash the rest. If they have Hydreigon, then I'm cooked. Yeah, but Venusaur, welcome to the team, man. Welcome to the team. The problem is that... Where goes Lopunny? The problem is that, what Gengar brings to the table here is a speed tier. But you might notice, we've been, like, exclusively fighting Pokemon that are faster than it. Also, they're probably going to U-turn out. What's going on already? The chest grind, I've exclusively been playing against the bots lately. I'm at 400 elo, but yeah. Get a U-turn out. The Primarina is at 34. I feel like Wave Crash kills. I kind of want to... Okay, maybe not with leftovers. With leftovers, the idea of killing there kind of just went out the window. I mean, it's possible. I would be surprised if it's not possible. You know what? Let's go for it, bro. Oh, no. It's max... Is that max HP with defense? That did nothing. But how does it hit so hard? The game should be over, though, because of Aegislash Shadow Sneak. We're adding Venusaur to the team, bruh. It took very little from Crit Moonblast for my own Primarina. So I assumed it had max HP. I didn't think it was defensive investment, though, because it did a lot back. That's the only way that Wave Crash would do so little there. It does, even a max HP, it does 42% minimum, and that was going to be enough to kill. Gengar, you were amazing. You fought hard. It's your time to rest. Except I don't have enough VP to permanently recruit Venusaur. GG. Okay, well. You got to suffer with us for a little longer, Gengar. That's probably the worst part about this game. So much is tied to VP. I don't understand why they did that. It's such a weird decision. I'm not gonna lie, Garchomp lead looks pretty good here. How's this Hippo? Maybe I do that. Hippo, Chomp, Gengar. This is a more offensive angle than I'm used to, but let's try it. I haven't clicked the others in a minute. I don't know why so much is tied to one resource specifically. I'm just not used to that system. Not used to that system at all. It's your pool currency. It's what you use to train Pokemon. Like, it just affects too much. Also, I might lose this off. I don't have... I forgot to change it. The stupid Pokemon Ranch gave me Sand Force, so I didn't change it. Oh my god. Bro, I'm a boneless Hippowdon right now. This is ugly. Bro, my Hippowdon is... What the heck? Oh, heck no. Did this stupid bunny just click substitute? Stop it. Okay, I'm not vibing with whatever they're trying. Okay. Cotton Guard. And now you've lost me. Alright, go ahead and do the substitute thing. Are you Cotton Guard sub? I don't think you even have Encore anymore. I'm just gonna get up rocks. And I'm gonna Whirlwind. Do you have Encore? I don't think you have that move anymore. You do. There was another... It's Dragonite that does not have Encore anymore. Yeah, okay, so it's Cotton Guard sub Encore Baton Pass. That is the dumbest moveset that I've ever seen, but okay, bro. You got it, baby, bro. You got it. There was a Pokemon I was looking at earlier that just lost the move, and I forgot it's that thing. Anyways, I don't understand how Cotton Guard helps this guy's situation. I'm trying to look at any Pokemon on their team that Cotton Guard could be just so helpful for. And I'm really struggling to identify what it is. Like, genuinely, what stops me from going back to Hippowdon right now? I'm curious, what stops me from going back to Hippowdon to Whirlwind you? Unless it's Espeon? It is Espeon. Okay. Yeah. That is something that would stop me. Okay, fair enough. That is indeed something that would stop me. Is it over? Yes, it is. It is indeed over. We can break the sub. 2 Earthquakes, probably. Maybe. Possibly. Potentially. All right, we did not break with 2 Earthquakes, so it's definitely over. You can't Whirlwind Magic Bounce. Should have stayed in with Gengar. Should have just stayed in with Gengar. I didn't think they were going to hard Baton Pass instantly, though. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot to change the ability. Whoops. We don't even need the sand. We don't need it. Let's go Garchompingtons and Basculegion. I think. When in doubt, Basculegion it out. Yeah, I should have stayed in with Gengar. I just did not expect them to insta Baton Pass. Because in my head, with Gengar in, I just clicked Sludge Bomb. All they did was increase their physical defense. Which doesn't really do anything in terms of beating Gengar. And if you Baton Pass the Espeon, you're going to get Shadow Ball. I don't know. I established what their full moveset was. Yeah, it's crazy. That I still went back to it, though. Stamina boost. I'm faster than the Arcalodon. Okay. We will indeed listen to the gut feeling more. That is a very slow Arcalodon. And it's not even bold enough to survive 2 Moonblasts with Citrus Berry. What does bro even do? They're thinking really hard about this, though. Rotom. I do have Garchomp still alive. I don't think I'm gonna hard switch though. Thunderbolt. Okay, hard switching to Garchomp maybe not a bad idea. Maybe not a bad idea now. I have Lumberry, so I'm not even concerned about Will-O-Wisp. This is more so to punish Volt Switch. Because I'm assuming they're going to try and Volt Switch out for repositioning purposes. Let's go straight to Garchomp, bro. I doubt you Hydro Pump the Primarina. People like to avoid moves that can miss. Yes. Okay, we catch the Volt Switch. And now I guess I can go for Scale Shot. SD straight up could be fine too. Yeah, let's just SD straight up. Dang, should have went for Scale Shot. It's Mimikyu. I considered Mimikyu, but then I ran the situations through my head. And I don't think this is a problem for me. Like, yeah, it's gonna go for Play Rough and Shadow Sneak and stuff. But let's just die to Basculegion now. Am I crazy? In fact, I can sack Primarina and boost it further. Primarina's gonna die to Stealth Rock. And now Last Respect is even stronger. And unless this Mimikyu was on steroids, I mean, I don't even think a crit shuttle sneak. Okay, don't. Okay, no. Let me not speak a crit into existence. But yeah, I think the game is over. They're probably gonna forfeit. Yeah, no. Basculegion moment. I ran the situation through my head and I'm like, okay, if you had like Greninja or something, I doubt you'd hard switch to it. So they're probably just gonna like stay in and maybe Wisp, slowly Swords Dance. And if it was Mimikyu, Basculegion would just kill his whole team. Okay. I still have not changed the Hippowdon. Canceling matchmaking. Okay. We don't need the ability anyway. It's okay. Okay. ChatGPT. Please generate a team that will hard counter Temp 60. Here you go. Here's Venusaur Rotom Heat. What in the world is this team? More goofy goober teams. Like, legit, imagine how garbage this matchup would be for them if instead of Gengar, I had Mega Venusaur. They wouldn't even have anything. They wouldn't have anything they could even do if I had Mega Venusaur over Gengar. Now it's kind of annoying. Like, they're not going to bring Conkeldurr. Somebody brought Conkeldurr against me and then they died turn 1 to Moonblast. And I don't remember if they forfeited, but I think they did. Yeah, but bringing Primarina lead here, a lot of people like to lead Venusaur. You know what? You don't look like the lead Venusaur type of guy. You're a good person, bro. I'm gonna lead Garchomp. Now watch as my opponent leads off with Greninja. I'm gonna lose the roulette wheel. And let's see it. Oh. That Tink weighs a ton. It's a Tinkaton. I guess I hit it with some Earthquakingtons. It's Focus Sash. Okay. I don't think Play Rough kills me. So it might just be for Stealth Rock. Yep. That Tink weighs a ton. Unfortunately, I cannot Poison Jab or Scale Shot, so. Oh. Silly me. Okay, the only situation in which Hard Rotom makes any sense is if you're Scarf and you're trying to trick me a Scarf. Except, maybe they think I'm Scarf. Watch this Swords Dance. Ooh. Bro locked himself into... Bro locked himself into Thunderbolt thinking I was going to switch. Goofy, what are you doing? I'm a Garchompingtons. Don't you dare go back to Tinkaton. No. No. I wanted that scale shot so bad. Okay, that basically confirms to me. Are you gonna go back to Rotom? Are we serious? Your fake out. This confirms to me that they have Greninja, because why else would you care this much about this? You have Mega Greninja last, and they didn't bring Venusaur. Yes, okay. Because otherwise, there's no reason at all for anyone to care that much about that sequence. Anyways, my number one priority, keep Garchomp alive. That way I can still have a way of beating Rotom. Especially after the after one of these Pokemon dies. Scale Shot could win with Garchomp later. They're gonna make a play. Okay, it's Ice Beam first. The problem with their position here, please don't freeze me. Okay. They're probably Mega. They already turned into an Ice type. They can't go for Dark Pulse here, so they have to Sludge Wave. I'm not even going to Aqua Jet, because they already don't have a Focus Sash. The Tinkaton had a Focus Sash. I'll Sparkling Aria just in case they click something freaky. Sludge Wave. I live. Because they're no longer able to Protean into a Poison type. That's dead. And they are going to forfeit in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. There we go. Took a little time. It was a delayed forfeit. I promise he forfeited on the timer I said. The game lagged. Okay. Change the ability. Yes. They should IP ban people who forfeit. Now, IP ban people who timer stall instead of forfeiting. Sandstro, 500 VP. Oh my god, that's so much, bro. That is so much. Just a change in ability? What is wrong with them? Jesus. I should have even done that. This is the last time I even sent out this stupid hippo. I shouldn't even done that. That just took away my Venusaur funds, man. About to say any day now. They pick their Pokemon extremely fast. Okay. Maybe Corv? I'm not gonna lie, chat. This is the real big three. Gengar, you're kicked out. I sound like Rob from RTTV. That's the new big three. Shout out to RTTV, man. This is the real big three. Primarina looks extremely good. I don't know if I want to potentially throw it away. Forget it, bro. Forget about it. Let's go for Sparkling Aria, man. Garchomp is a pretty consistent check to this because I have Lumberry, but I haven't fought a Skull Villain player with a brain yet, so maybe this guy is someone with a brain. Oh my god. Probably just gonna kill me. Okay. The trend continues of not fighting Skull Villain players with brains. Never mind. I'm sorry, that's rude. My opponent has a brain. It's their Skull Villain that doesn't, okay? The one on the left, the redhead one, well, they're right, I guess. That's the one in control. The green one looks a little more level-headed. It probably would have clicked an attacking grass move. There are multiple people in the chat that did not know this thing had a mega. Jesus. Okay. Is this not the freest Swords Dance ever? Don't leech seed. Okay. Go to Sylveon. I'm mind controlling you. King Gambit. Okay, never mind. Just pull the Toxic back. It's not great, but it's usable. Just go basic with like Recover and Toxic as your guaranteed moves. And then you can make the decision on if you want to run Poison Jab, Liquidation, Haze, Painful Bunker, Toxic Spike, so you can make your decision. Probably max defense though, yeah. They switched the King Gambit out. Ooh, to bait me to Earthquake and attack the Skull Villain and get burned. What a genius play from the Skull Villain. The green one definitely came out with that. Not the red one. Except I have Lumberry. So that doesn't work. Womp womp, Skull Villain. I'm undefeated against Skull Villain, man. I have not lost this thing yet. I've lost to many weirder Pokemon. But Skull Villain is just not one of them. I've lost to Bellypult. I've lost to... I haven't lost to Victreebel yet, but I feel like I will at some point. Sucker Punch is not killing me, big bro. Sucker Punch is not getting the job done, biggest brother. I guess I lost to Espeon, right? Yeah. Infestation? Nah. I don't think Infestation is good. I think one of your moves on T-Spikes or Bunker should be Toxic. If you're gonna run Infestation, you should probably run Toxic over Toxic Spikes. Oh, I understand. Winning was never in the picture for the rest of his team. You see, I forgot what I was dealing with here. Silly me. You can run whatever Pokemon you want when you just send out Basculegion last. I forgot about that part. Right, when it's just Basculegion last, there is no counterplay because it's just going to kill everything. Whoops. Silly me. Whoopsie doopsie doo. I forgot about Basculegion. And it's 150 base power last respects. Whoops. Oh, shucks. Well, there's nothing I can do. This is proof your opponent can make nonsensical plays the whole time. And then they just send this thing out and the game ends. The game ends immediately. Garchomp, one shot. Primarina, one shot. My Corviknight has to spam Roost. And PP stall the last respects. I think he's at 10. Now he's at 8 because of pressure. Okay. Logically speaking, this should just not beat me. I went back to full health. He shouldn't forfeit though, because he could crit me. I thought he crit me instantly. Okay, he got a max roll. That was the highest damage roll possible, probably. Okay, so he has 4 more, aka 2 more because of pressure. If this guy, with 2 more chances, gets a critical hit, I'm going to lose my mind. Because the crit is going to do 79 to 93%. And I don't know if that's recoverable with Roost. Mega Gengar outspeeds Scarf? No. It runs Scarf to get the jump on the faster guys. Roost up. Roost up one more time. And now even if they crit me, it doesn't matter. It is impossible for them to win. And the game is over. And this is why Gengar is not in the big 3. This is why the big 3 is Primarina, Garchomp, and Carbonite. Bring whatever broken fish you want to bring. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Let me Roost just in case I'm missing something. Oh, I was missing something. How much PP does this move have? Hello? 12. These literally should be over, right? Am I dumb? Okay, thank you. Chat, wait, am I confused? He used 5 against my Corviknight, no? And then he used 2, because he hit Garchomp, he hit Primarina, so he went to 10. He went to 8 when I roosted the first time. He went to 6 when I roosted the other time. He went to 4 when I roosted the other time. He went to 2 when I roosted the other time. Oh, I guess that was his last one. Never mind. I miscounted. All right, well, we're just going to roost spam and make this thing suffer. Yeah, I miscounted. I miscounted. Now this Basculegion will struggle to death. I skipped from 10 to 4. No, I think when I got to 2, I think I assumed that the 2 was the 0. I went 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and then I think when I got to 2, I didn't say. I think I assumed when he got to 2 that that was the 2 he was using right there. I can't use Roost anymore. I'm just like him. I'm having a Gone Freaks moment. I feel just like Kite now. I feel just like this Basculegion. I don't have a move to use. Oh no. Womp womp. Bye-bye. Broken Basculegion meets its match, bro. And that's why this is the real big 3. What can I say? Why am I still in rank 3? Wait, what? Why am I in rank 3 still? Can I go back to rank 2? Good riddance? Yeah. Get that thing out of here. Where am I in terms of elo? Well, not elo, but like rank. Okay, now it says I'm rank 2 again. Game, can you stop doing this? Change ability. On who? Imagine being the crowd and watching that. That's, bro. That's like the Pikachu clone slapping the other Pikachu in the Pokemon movie, man. Sad to watch. This Basculegion just slowly struggling itself to death. I changed the Hippowdon to Sandstream. That's why I have so little VP, because it costs 500 for some reason. Because the game decides, yeah, why not? This game is so dumb, bro. Why does that cost 500 to change an ability? It should just be 250 like the moves, man. It should be 250. 250, not 250, no, 250. 250. Forget a 250. I haven't seen a person send out Charizard in a minute. I'm not gonna lie. This might be our guy. I'm gonna go Primarina because, yep, Primarina. They have 2 dark types, which kind of puts me off from bringing Basculegion. But at the same time, when in doubt, Basculegion it out, you know? My last opponent tried to abide by that motto. It didn't work for them. But I think it'll work here. Hippo lead? Hippo lead is valid. Hippo lead is valid. I'm just scared of Greninja. I'm not really scared of Meowscarada because I think I maybe no. I'm not physically defensive. I blow up against Flower Trick. All I know is that this is matchup 793 in a row, where if I had Venusaur instead of stupid Gengar, yo, I'm turning into a Gengar hater. This is crazy. know what to bring here, bro. I really don't. I feel like Corv gets the job done against enough Pokemon. And then I'm going to go Basculegion because Basculegion is Basculegion. It's going to Basculegion all over the place. I'm going to go Corv for the Meowscarada to body press Lucario. I'm not going to have it to beat Lucario. That's why I have Basculegion as backup, because it does not beat Lucario. Alright, do our opponents at this range still Sludge Wave to put me into Torrent range and then die turn 1? I don't think they do. But at the same time, there's no other move you really click here. Oh, they do. My opponents still do this. Wow. So it seems the consensus is that Gengar players are smarter than Greninja players. Well, let's see Sash. Okay. Since he Sash, it's not that bad. But still. I guess Greninja can't really avoid it, right? Ooh, they switch out on the Aqua Jet. Okay, Greninja players are smart. Oh man, my Moonblasted like a boss. I'm not a boss though. I'm a grunt. Since it's Sash Greninja, that is pretty much telling me. Okay, you know what? That makes sense. If it's Mega Lucario or Mega Charizard, like, yeah. I'm actually probably potentially going to keep the Primarina. No. I don't keep the Primarina. I Aqua Jet again for Chip and put it in range of Last Respects. I like that play. I think I like that play. Also, oh my god, doing damage counts is like impossible right now. I didn't even realize that. Hold on. If I have this team, you know what? Go back to the team I had. I want to put back. I need to go back to Showdown and change these things because it has the point system. So it's like 32 points when I put it into the damage calculator, and that calculates as EVs, which is not what I want. It's like underpowering everything. Let's do like 252 for 252. They have to pick who they switch into, so they're the ones doing all the thinking here. Also, there's no King Gambit. Let's go hit Powdon. Citrus, Sandstream, EQ, Yawn. I mean, the rest of the moves don't really matter. I only need to Earthquake in the damage calc. My opponent is thinking long and hard about this play. I don't know why. Let's go back into Greninja. Okay. Let's just bring this back out. Basculegion. I think I just go for Last Respects. Whoa. To who? Oh, to Hippo. Dang. I kind of wish I went for Wave Crash then. It would be faster than Last Respects. Or not faster. Stronger than Last Respects in this moment. I mean, I just go for it again. It's currently weaker than Wave Crash would have been, so maybe I should have gone for it. Slack off. I did not like that sound effect, by the way. What's that? Wow. We'll let out a little nervous toot. A little nervous toot from the Hippowdon. Either way, I'm still going for Last Respects. Here comes Yawn. Oh, crap. I didn't calc how much that does, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Bro. Corviknight has enough aura to beat both of them by like with its freaking feathers tied behind its back and blind, okay? I believe in Corviknight. In Corviknight we trust or something. Yeah, they're gonna go Meowscarada. I don't have any reason to hard switch Corviknight in. I can just sack Basculegion, and I feel like Corv should beat this. It's a freaking Focus Sash Greninja. It's not even Mega, okay? In no way, shape, or form should this be scary for Corviknight. What's up, Matt? From fish hater to fish lover? From Gengar tamer to Gengar hater. Yes. I need to take that Gengar tamer tag off me. I don't need that anymore. My only concern in this position, and I mean the only, is Greninja either Dark Pulse flinching me or Ice Beam freezing me. Now, why did I speak either of those things into existence? Because we like to overcome the odds here. Doing a Fire It playthrough on your Switch, which starter did you pick up? That's the most important question. Are you a Bulbasaurian? Are you a Squirtilian? Or are you a Charmanderanian? My opponent's thinking long and hard about this. I think they were thinking I was asking them the question. Click your move, bum. Body press. Bonk. And now, this entire game, right, it's been a display of skill on both sides. Even play. It all comes down to either a 20% Dark Pulse glitch, where I just lose on the spot, or a 10% Ice Beam freeze, where similarly, I could just lose on the spot. This whole game, everything prior to this turn could just be irrelevant if they just flinch me. 20% chance, and I just lose. Nothing in this entire game matters. Click Dark Pulse, little guppy. Oh, they're going for the 10%. They're going for the 10. Oh, and they do not get the 10% chance to freeze me and win the game and just rob the game completely. Nice try. That's big Corviknight. You see that, though? They brought 2 Dark types. And they brought a Hippowdon. This is what I mean about Mega Gengar. People over-prep for it so hard, and you just can't even ever send it out. Low-key, that's an advantage. Low-key, that might be an advantage to Gengar. Like, people prep for it so much. We're on a 4-win streak, by the way. 4-win streak. Ever since we added sand to the Hippowdon. Do I keep going? I can't get the Venusaur added yet, so why not? Usual water starters are water type, but the only gains of water isn't chosen. I see. Chimchar? Shiny? Oh, I thought you said shiny. She said a shiny Finnegan. No, Snivy and Finnegan, and then everything else is water. Okay, valid picks. Valid picks. I think my first starter Pokemon ever, going back in time, I believe it was Trico. I think that was my first starter Pokemon ever, Pokemon Emerald. And then I picked Turtwig in Pokemon Diamond. I don't have enough VP for Big Venu. Which site do you use for damage calcs? Pokemon Showdown's damage calculator. But keep in mind that you have to change the you can't use the point system. Like, if you go and import a thing that has 32 points, you have to still do 252 for now. There may be a champion. No, there is a champions calc. Never mind. That's a lie. There's a champions section that I just haven't looked at until now that I'm explaining it. There's a champions section which you can still use the point system. So I should actually go back. Anyways, I like Garchompingtons. This is genuinely, maybe, potentially Basculegion time. We're going to absolutely Basculegion all over their team. That's the plan. We are going to go Basculegion and just bask all over their team. Garchomp Tamer. With the ground and the dragon types surrounding it. That's kind of sick. Okay. Sneasler. You aren't fake out, right? That's not your set, right? Do I scout that? Do I even scout that? I mean, you led with it. I think I do. I think I do. Hold on. Yeah, let's scout. Let's scout the fake out. You never know. I need to check the usage stats to find out if fake out is even common enough to worry about. Straight Dire Claw. Wow. Don't you dare put me to sleep. Oh my god, I got paralyzed. I should just stayed in Sparkling Aria, bro. No one uses fake out Sneasler until the one time that you don't switch out, and they do have it. Yeah, whatever Sneasler just said. Well, that just ruined everything. They might have Throat Chop, yeah. Dude, that Pokemon is so unbalanced. All right, well, we'll go to Primarina again. And it's all up to Garchomp now. If they have Corviknight, the game is over. They go straight for Dire Claw again. Now, Torrent boosting Sparkling Aria absolutely obliterates this thing. I'm assuming it's Focus Sash if you played... Okay, no, they were going to just lose their Sneasler turn 1. That was their plan. There was no plan. I just lost the Basculegion for no reason because my opponent had no plan. That always feels good. That's sarcasm. Yeah. The Dire Claw nerf, the reason I hate nerfs like that, like they do this often, right? On paper, yeah, it makes sense as a nerf, like Thunder Wave. They did this before, right? The only logical nerf to Thunder Wave so far that ever happened was decreasing the speed drop. That was it. Decreasing the speed drop from, 1/4 just to 1/5, that was a logical change. Right? That's an actual nerf. Dropping its accuracy from 100 to 90 is... they did that. That's not a nerf, bro. That's just annoying. Like, that's just annoying. And then in Champions, dropping the full paralyzed chance from 1/4 to 1/8, it's still not really a... Like, it is a nerf, right? All in name. But it never really feels like one functional. Do I just straight Scale Shot? Because the reason I say that it functionally doesn't even feel like a nerf is because if you get full paralyzed, well, it still sucks regardless. It's just it happens less. Same thing with dropping the crit chance, making Dire Claw have a status 50% of the time to 30%. Like, it's the same thing over and over. I feel like you're Scarf Chomp. You are Mega Garchomp. All right, well, so Scale Shot would have obliterated this thing. Hitting the 1 out of 8 feels worse? Yeah, that's how it goes, pretty much. Now, how can I blame this on Gengar for no reason? Let's find out. Can I recruit Venusaur now? That'd be nice. No, I still can't. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. My problem is, like, bro, I feel like the achievements and all that and the battle pass, everything, it just runs out so quickly. Like, I've never played a game where completely free to play, you can fill out your battle pass in like 2 days. I feel like I got to 50 on the battle pass in this game in maybe like 2.5 days. And people probably did that even faster than me. Some people probably cleared the whole thing in one day. Even games that you get like no life and play really fast, there's just not, that doesn't happen. I mean, I don't think that happens in a game like Fortnite even. Like Fortnite has the battle pass. It's like the, I don't think it's the first to have one, but it's the first to really popularize it, obviously. Any of the gachas I played, it takes a while. They make sure that the rewards you can get from the battle pass, you will get them throughout the whole patch, right? Even if you speedrun all the content, it doesn't matter because they have like seasonal related battle pass things that, you know, they'll update. But it just felt like you got to the battle pass here like super fast. Anyways, yapping aside, I don't hate Hippo lead at all, actually. Let's try this. Let's try this. This is different. I think this isn't different. I think I brought this a couple games ago. Hippo chomping Gengar. Ooh, we can stop our opponent from getting 2,000. Come on. Lamora lead. This is partly why I kind of want to delete Primarina. Because even though Hippo works here, I still end up with rocks and toxic debris on my side. Oh. It's energy ball. Okay, that's fine. I think the citrus means I should still live that. Yep, they're going to go to the sash. Toxic debris is going to go up on my side. Now I do have an absorber with the Gengar because it's not levitate anymore. It's cursed body, so it will absorb the T-spikes. And I have a Lumberry Garchomp, so I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. No point in going for rocks and getting Mortal spun. Not going to let a Mortal spin me. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for OBS's daily just doodling the bed when it just like decides that the stream isn't going to work anymore. I don't know when that's going to happen. Not the big three. Now this is like the little three. This is the little three. I guess Basculegion would complete that because Garchomp's here. I could save Hippo, but that seems like such a waste. Like, that's just a waste of health on my Gengar, I believe. The thing is, maybe it's not. How long is the sand active for? Sand is pretty active. Maybe it's not a waste. Maybe I can use Hippo as a sack later. Nah. Just sack it. Just sack it. And then we go Gengar. Sludge Bomb or Shadow Ball is going to be a decision. That's going to be a hard decision. Because they have two Steel types. They have two Steel types, which could be annoying if I let them pivot in for free. Well, free is a word. I don't know if that fully accurately describes the situation. Hard call. This is a very hard call. This is usually where I lose. It's like this is a lose or win. Sludge Bomb the Aegislash. Shadow Ball won't kill it. And then my Garchomp's gonna lose. Shadow Ball the Primarina. Put it in range of Earthquake. Yeah, okay. I've decided to go for Shadow Ball. Wow, they picked the answer, none of the above. I was over here talking about some Steel types. In the back of my mind, I was also thinking about the Powdon. The answer they chose was answer F. In a multiple choice question with the only options of A, B, and C. Can I get a special defense drop, maybe? Oh. Okay, either way, I think this is fine. I think it's fine. Let's see. I think the only move Dragonite could kill me with here is Draco. Right? I get a poison, which doesn't change much. Draco Meteor? Yes. Which will kill me. The big question is now, how much does Draco Meteor at -2 special attack do to Garchomp? If it does too much, then I can't do anything. Okay. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. It's saying it does 75 to 89, which is just way too much damage. Is it though? Hold on, I'm calcing stuff. I don't think it's too much damage, chat. I don't think that puts me into Aqua Jet range from Primarina. Aqua Jet for Primarina will do 8 to 11.4. Let's say I took like 89. Let's see how much Dragonite. Mega Dragonite with Draco Meteor at -2 special attack. If that is a modest nature, then that will probably be too much damage. The better question is, how much does my Poison Jab do to Primarina? It is at 93. It just won't kill. I have no other option. I have no option. I have to Swords Dance. I don't have a play. Poison Jab won't kill Primarina. Poison Jab does 89 max, even if it has 0 defensive investment. So I just have to hope. I'm at 23 health. Okay. Now, unless the calc is lying to me, Aqua Jet should do the possible HP numbers it can do is 16, 18, 19, and 21 as an absolute maximum. Which means I don't even have to go for Poison Jab in case of some stupid Poison Resist Berry. I could just go for Earthquake because at +2, that should absolutely murder Primarina. I imagine. Aqua Jet won't kill me. Let's go. W Garchomp in the chat, man. Let's go. Holy. Shout out to the damage calc. Adamant Primarina. Holy Garchomp, bro. Shout out to the calc. Denied their 2000. Yeah. Come down here with the rest of us. Come down here with the rest of us, buddy. 2 HP, bro. Not 2%. 2 HP. Yeah, and they got the highest roll possible. That's crazy. That is crazy. The highest damage they could have done there was 21, and they got it. That's why the damage calc is good, man. If you want to step up your play, then let the damage calc do it for you. Nah, but like seriously though, it's a timer management thing at the same time. And it's really hard to do. Like maybe I should change this to champions specifically. They have a champions menu on the calc. You think I'm going insane, by the way? I'm like making up these numbers as I go. Here, yeah. Like there it was. 21, the highest damage amount. My opponent has already picked their Pokemon while I was yapping about damage calcs and whatever. Very scary team, though. Very, very scary. I like Hippo lead. Genuinely, I like the Hippo lead. Thing is, I don't know what to do from there. I feel like I need Corv for Kangaskhan, Garchomp, and then potentially stall out Basculegion. But then I need something at the end that can kind of beat everything by itself. That might be Garchomp. I might bring the same team again. Yeah. I'll bring the same 3. Actually, I don't think this is the same 3. The same 3 I had Gengar over Corviknight. Gengar lead. Okay. Hippo. I think I'll go straight for rocks. I'm not going to lie. I don't see a point in going for Earthquake unless they have Taunt. Or their substitute or something. Or, you know, anything weird. There's a lot of potential weird things that Gengar can be at all times. Especially defensive, though. So Shadow Ball won't kill me in 2 hits. Alright. And it clicks Toxic Spikes. There goes the weird things. I mean, you could have given me... You could have given me like 8 guesses, and I don't think I would have guessed Toxic Spikes that the Gengar was going to use. I'm not going to lie. They could Destiny Bond to trade their Gengar for my Hippo and a full set of T-Spikes. I would not be mad at them if they did that. Whirlwind could be a valid play. Just to reveal more of their team. Chip some stuff down. I wouldn't be mad at going for Whirlwind. Not at all. Because Earthquake will kill them. It's just a matter of, Huh. I'm going to Whirlwind, bro. I think they're going to Destiny Bond. They don't. Okay. Who do they go to? Gyarados? Basculegion. Hey. Hey, get that demon out of my face. Hey, get that demon out of here. Bye-bye. Bro was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Bruh, okay. Are we serious? Back to the Gengar. No, I don't want you here, man. How much is left on sand? I don't like this. They have Basculegion. I mean, of course they do, bro. Of course they do. They always do. It's just, bro, if this has Toxic Spikes. You're almost certainly going to have Destiny Bond and, like, Focus Sash and stuff. You know? Okay. This guy really wants the Basculegion to come out to play. I don't think he's sending the Basculegion out. I think this is the Basculegion taking over the trainer. He just wants to be on the field. This is the King Von of Pokemon. He just wants nothing but smoke, man. Leave my team alone. Just full of honest workers, man. Basculegion. Wave Crash won't kill my Corv. It would probably kill my Hippowdon, but it won't kill my Corviknight, and I feel like it's the only move you could click here. Besides Flip Turn, obviously. But I don't know if you were just trying so desperately to switch. He could, maybe he's a special attack and goes for Surf. Okay, there goes Flip Turn. So he wanted to get this thing in so desperately just to go for that. Interesting. For what? Positional advantage by going into who? Gengar's not doing anything. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe Gengar is doing something that I'm not aware of. Maybe I'm just a big stupid head. I'm gonna go for Roost. What move do you have, bro? Shadow Ball? Okay. It does a lot, but if you don't special defense drop me, I think I just Roost all this. Yep. I want to get to a healthy amount of health. I think I go with a Hippo now that the sand is gone. Hippo in? We're kind of stalling this guy, I'm not going to lie. I feel halfway bad, but no. Alright, we get poisoned. Sand is back up. Shadow Ball. That did a lot of damage to especially defensive hippo, I'm not gonna lie. Why did that do so much? I feel like that's how much Hex should do. Yawn? Nah, if we're gonna trade Pokemon, I just attack it now. Why is it doing so much? Did I forget my special defensive EVs? What happened? Or am I sleeping on Gengar? That feels like it's doing so much damage. I feel like Gengar should be doing like 30% roughly. I feel it was doing a lot more. Either way, that's one Pokemon dead. They curse bodied me. Is this Basculegion's last stand? I guess it is. I'll Whirlwind. It's probably just gonna kill me. Yep. The problem with this play by them is that I believe Sand is still active for the turn after this. Let me make sure. Yes. Which means Corv comes out and I Roost. Actually, do I Roost? Do I even Roost? I don't think I Roost. I'm not gonna lie. I think I need to U-turn. If I Roost and Gyarados comes out, I think I just lose. Because I can't stop it clicking Dragon Dance. I really can hardly stop it clicking Dragon Dance regardless. The only problem... I can't Roost, bro. I can't Roost. I'm gonna U-turn. What? Oh my god. That was like the worst case scenario for a Pokemon that could switch out here. Because he's gonna get a stamina boost. Please be Starty. Aww. Okay, maybe it's not all that bad. Maybe it's not all that bad. I'll go Garchomp. I feel like I want to go back to Corv on the Dragon move. Nah, if you hit me with a... This is hard. Arcalodon. Okay, realistically, I can Scout with Corviknight. Realistically speaking, I think I can Scout with Corv because as it stands, my Earthquake would do like no damage to this thing. And I'll just die. And then like if he goes for like Dragon Pulse, I don't think I die. If I go for Draco, if he goes for Draco Meteor, I die. And then I would go to Corv. He'd be at -2. Yeah, he could just sack the Basculegion and then come back to this and click Thunderbolt, unboosted, you know? Or like not debuffed from Draco. Let me scout what he goes for. I'm done predicting him. Okay, I don't get it. It's Aura Sphere. I'm done trying to predict him. I don't know what's happening. Why did it just click Aura Sphere? It doesn't even have a dragon. Oh, but it sure has Thunderbolt. Okay. Well. I don't know what that damage is telling me. I really don't. I feel like it's not defensive at the very least. Substitute. So I just like lost the game by doing whatever I'm doing. I just lost the game to a fictional moveset. I just have to stay in. I overthought it and just lost to a set that this guy just made up today. What in the world is this set, bro? It doesn't even have a dragon move. But I lose anyway. I can't do anything. I just had the win right there. I know for a fact in the sequence of plays that I saw in my head, I lost that, right? Like Draco Meteor on my Garchomp. I go into Corviknight. I lose. Because he would sack. The -2 special attack won't be there anymore. He puts it back in. And then he Thunderbolts twice and I lose again. This, though, I was not thinking of this set because this doesn't, it wouldn't have even won. Maybe I stopped assuming the worst case scenario for my opponent. I can't win anymore because my Lumberry's gone. I didn't think this was his strat. Yep. He's gonna sub. He's gonna sub again. And we're gonna keep doing this until I'm in range of Aura Sphere. Ooh, what if I went for Scale Shot there? Maybe that's overcooking. On the very last turn, I think I have to, right? There's no two ways about it. If he subs again, yeah. Earthquake is 100% losing. Scale Shot could at least maybe do something. If I crit one of the Scale Shot hits, I think. Earthquake 100% loses. Scale Shot has a chance not to. This could have all been avoided if I just stayed in, but bro, no one's gonna tell me that you could predict this set. Sub faded. Oh, I only got 3 hits. I only got 3 hits. I trolled the game. I completely trolled. Oh, I got a ranking up for losing. Thank you. I thought at least Flash Cannon, bro. Would have been the same scenario, but my brain was just like, okay, Archaludon in. I attack it with Garchomp. He uses Dragon move, probably Draco Meteor. Garchomp does some damage. Doesn't kill it because I already gave it a stamina boost. I died to Draco. He goes -2. I bring out Corviknight. He sacks the Basculegion that's going to die to Stealth Rock so that he can clear the -2. Comes back in. And then Thunderbolts. Body Press doesn't kill. Thunderbolt again and he wins. That was what I thought in my head. So I'm like, okay. Let me go Corv to block the Draco. And then back to Garchomp on Thunderbolt. But it just didn't play out like that. It was sub Aura Sphere. I don't even know what that set is. Skarmory. Is that a Mega Skarmory? In my Pokemon Champions game? What about the big 3? I haven't brought the big 3 in a minute. Kind of rock with the big 3. I'm not gonna lie. Basculegion looks really good. But the big 3 has never failed me. What's this moveset? Foul Play sub Aura Sphere? Yeah, I don't know. Again, they made that setup today. That's just something you can't even prepare for. I mean, it worked. Again, there's always going to be that. It worked. Which Rotom form is the best for doubles? Ooh. All I know is that it's probably between Rotom Wash and Rotom Heat. Maybe Rotom Heat has better resistances into meta-relevant stuff? I'm not sure. The electric type one, yes. I suppose Primarina is fine. This isn't the best matchup for Primarina. I'll lead Clefable, essentially if it's especially defensive. In fact, not bringing Gengar could come back to bite me. If it's Cosmic Power and stuff. Calm Mind. Okay. I guess I have to go Corv and start Iron Netting. Not bringing Gengar and shutting this thing down might actually, like, I've been clowning Gengar, but the whole point of why I think Clefable sucks is Gengar. And I didn't bring the Gengar. Flamethrower is going to do a lot. Don't burn me, though, please. Okay, and they burned me. Well, that's the end of the game. 10% burn chance, and the game is over. Maybe if I... Well, their name is Heat, so I guess they kind of just... They raise the odds of getting 10% burns, naturally. I shouldn't have said anything. If I didn't say don't burn me, then the game wouldn't have heard me, and the game wouldn't have burned. That is, unfortunate. Ooh. A Spothra. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Let me just say that. I might go Primarina, and then I think I just double Ghost type it. I see no Ghost well, there's Gyarados. Let's go. I hate the luck aspect of the game. It's amazing. Get a nightmare. It keeps the games from being dull, I guess. That's the most I could give it. That is the most I can give the luck aspect of Pokemon, like in terms of positive words. The game is a little less dull because anything can happen on any turn. And luck is a skill to an extent. The luck itself isn't, but like managing how much the luck will affect your game. Like in that scenario, if I just brought Gengar, the Flamethrower burn on my Corviknight never would have even mattered because I would have had Gengar to keep that thing in check. That's what I mean by luck is a skill. By not bringing Gengar, I basically assured that Flamethrower would absolutely just end the game if it landed. I would go for Encore, but this could be one of the rare Mental Herb Pokemon. Okay. This happened before. I've done that before. I think I'm dead now. I've encored it into Lumina Crash, expecting it to click anything else. I feel like I've done that exact thing before. Maybe, just maybe, it doesn't kill me. Okay, that's good. It's not the worst case. Mental Herb isn't in the game? Is it? No, it is. It is. It definitely is. I used it on my Toxapex on the Showdown battle spot thing when testing the other team. And now I've dropped it for Payapa Berry. But thankfully the berries cost like 7 quadrillion VP to get, just any items. Gyarados! I'm going to Encore it just in case. It would not be the first time somebody saw me click Encore and then immediately go for a setup move. All right, maybe you're Mental Herb. Maybe you're Mental Herb. No, okay, it's just the... Oh, all right, yep. Don't know why people do that, but all right. The Snow Frolicker. Good damage. The good thing about Sparkling Aria is it's a sound move, so it can go past substitutes. That's its advantage over Surf. I won't go as far to say it makes Surf like obsolete or something, but yeah. That's its advantage if it has one. All right, Gyarados back in. Now, what he's not going to click is Dragon Dance. The problem is, I think I still lose, which is insane, right? Like, that's crazy. I think I still lose because I brought 2 Ghost types against the worst possible scenario. Because it's probably Mega. They just haven't Mega evolved yet. I can go Gengar. And Sludge Bomb. Who's faster, Basculegion or Gyarados? I think Gyarados is by like 3 base stat points. I think it's 81 speed or something like that. Yes, Gyarados is 81, Basculegion is 78. Would Gengar kill a Mega Gyarados? I mean, I'm just going to have to click it. I don't think I can go Basculegion first. Focus Blast would not kill. I don't think Destiny Bond is optimal. Destiny Bond just invites them to click Dragon Dance twice, which I still have no answer. So I'm just going to Sludge Bomb. If I Destiny Bond, as they are obviously going to go for Dragon Dance, they would just Dragon Dance again. Here, I can at least hope that it's not Mega Gyarados. It definitely is. The reason I don't want them to click Dragon Dance twice is because I still have the chance, if they're adamant nature, to be faster, maybe. Well, no, they definitely wouldn't be faster if they were. If they were adamant, they'd be 1 point slower than Gengar. So they are guaranteed to be Jolly nature. And it's Mega. Yeah, it's the worst case. Unless they're like a weird speed stat that somehow is slower than Basculegion, which would make no sense at all. Earthquake. Wait, no shot. Hey, Basculegion, you're not goated like that. Basculegion, you're not goated like that. Oh, you almost were goated like that. Yo, forfeit. I have Aqua Jet, bro. Forfeit. Choice Scarf only allows the use of last respects. How much health was he at prior? Basculegion almost clutched that. He's at 44. How was it even possible for my Lash Respects to do so little damage? That's tragic, bro. At 44%, Lash Respects was supposed to have a 75% chance of killing. $75. But it couldn't have even been 75. It had to be a little lower than that because bro tanked that very well. So it definitely had some bulk. I needed a Sludge Bomb, a Poison. Or maybe if I went for Aqua Jet. Maybe it crit. Well, I didn't forfeit the game. He just killed me. Medicham, huh? Haven't fought one of these yet. Actually, I did. I fought it like one time. This team is very scary. When in doubt, the big three will clutch it out. I'm kind of like changing that saying as I go. But I think I like the idea of the big three here. I don't know why they didn't have Crunch. That move is almost a must-have. It's probably better than Waterfall, at least, on Mega Gyarados, I would say. Even regular Gyarados, I don't know. They almost lost that on the basis of not having Crunch. That thing was bulky, though. What I don't understand about it is that it went from... It went from 100 to 44. Oh, because it didn't Mega Evolve yet. That's why my Sludge Bomb did 56. It was definitely some, like, bulkier Gyarados spread. Sludge Bomb doing 56 would have been, like, the minimum roll. Mimikyu! Please don't click Swords Dance. Please don't click Swords Dance. I have a Corviknight. Why did I even do this? I just wanted the flex. I have a Corviknight, so I don't know why I just did this. I don't know what they're thinking about. Stop clicking setup moves in front of Primarina, please. Why do people keep doing that? You're just gonna get encored, big fella. You're just gonna get encored. Let's go for the Moonblast. They have to switch, obviously. I'm assuming maybe Hisuian Gudra. Oh, god dang, this thing is gigantic. Hello there, Araquanid. I got a crit. I was like, dang, that did a lot. I thought the thing has some natural special defense. It does. That's how much it did on a crit. Unfortunately, I cannot really prevent Sticky Webs. So, Garchompington's is going to be rather slow. I can Scale Shot past the speed boost, or past the speed drop to get back to neutral speed later. Maybe they're considering Mirror Coat. I don't know what else you could be thinking about. You're either clicking the big webbers or you're mirror coding. Pick your poison, man. Pick your poison. Is it the big webbers? It is the big webbers. All right. They get it the stickiest of webs. So I'm assuming their last is probably going to be Medicham. A lot of people like to bring Zard X against me, though. And then they like to Thunder Punch the Primarina. Hopefully this is a Zardexer. I think Metachan would be a lot harder to handle with Sticky Webs up. Because it's going to have Fake Out and all that stuff. Obviously, I could sack a Pokemon, then go to Primarina, preserve my Focus Sash. Moonblast, force it to switch to Mimikyu. But then Mimikyu would break the Focus Sash. You know? So, please have Charizard. X. I don't want you to have Charizard Y. Zard X? I don't know what that is. Oh, Mimikyu again. Hi. Hi, Mimikyu. Alright, let's go Corviknight. Mimikyu is not breaking past Corviknight. I can go straight for the Iron Head. It'll hit Metachan for decent damage, so I can do something crazy. Maybe like a decent little 30%. They're thinking long and hard about this play. Maybe they're going to double, expecting the Corviknight, and they double into Metachan. Nope, they click Swords Dance again. Okay, well, my opponent has the functioning IQ of an apple. And they just go for it again. Now, the only way that this play can even possibly look intelligent is if the Shadow Claw now crits my Corviknight. Why didn't you Encore? Why the heck would he Swords Dance again? Curse. To half your HP and basically guarantee now that the Iron Head kills you. Okay. I don't get it. I don't even think that puts me in range of a... Okay, maybe a crit Shadow Claw. Again, this play he's doing can only make sense if they crit the Shadow Claw. That's it. And then it'd be in retrospect, oh, you should have went for the Encore, blah, blah, blah. He owned you. Yep, okay. Let's go, bro. This ain't rocket science. It's a Corviknight and a Mimikyu, and I just clicked Iron Head. I'm clicking Iron Head again. You can switch if you want, or you're going to Shadow Claw, and you get your chance to critical hit me. Come on, it's not that hard. Let's go. What is that in the background? That arrow thing. It has to be a Pokemon. I just can't tell what it is. And then they switch. Okay. Metacham? Yep. Yep. There goes Metacham. Oh boy. Okay, so what you do here is you sack the Garchomp. Right? Very simple. Sack the Garchomp. Then you go into the Primarina and you Moonblast. Instead of fearing getting crit by Mimikyu, now the fear is getting flinched by something like a Zen Headbutt. 90% accurate move with a 20% chance to flinch. And if we do get flinched, the game ends, which is awesome. They double back to Mimikyu. You could have given me... You could give me like $5 million and I would not be able to tell you what that play does. He's gonna switch. I don't know what this play does. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't get it. Right. What changes? There is nothing about the scenario that changes now. Okay, we are back to Corv. Are you going to Swords Dance for the 700th time? Oh no, he's going to Flare Up. I don't get it. I don't get it. So you undid your +2 attack for an unknown reason. I don't get it, bro. I'm just going to go for Roost, man. I don't understand what my opponent is doing. Genuinely, I don't understand. They're not even a bot. Like, they're trying very hard to think here. I just don't know what they're thinking about. Because these plays are so simple. They sure do think. They sure do think. And it's back to the Metacham. Alright. And we are once again in the exact same scenario. Except, I don't even think this kills me. The only fear that I have in this position, I will be completely honest, the only fear that I have is that this is the one substitute Metacham ever on the entire planet. Ever in the history of Pokemon, that maybe this is a substitute Metacham. Has any Metacham run this before? No. Could they be the first? Possibly. Would I lose if they were? I genuinely think so. So, let's take the risk anyway. I've never seen it, ever in my life. I've never seen, maybe I've seen sub-focus punch. One time. I think I've seen that set one time. In like Gen 7, and even then nobody ever really used that anyway. But maybe it is. Nope. Alright, so we are at the scenario that I've talked about in great detail, where the game is basically over because my Focus Sash is intact. And the only way that I can lose is if the Zen Headbutt with a 90% chance to hit, a 20% chance to flinch, flinches me. That is about it. So if they flinch me, congratulations. All of the nonsensical plays that they made suddenly make sense, and they will win the game. Oh, and there it is. Unfortunate how the cookie crumbles. Alright, and we don't do anything special. We just attack again. Sparkling Arias could be better. No point in going for Aqua Jet and risking something weird. Just Sparkling Aria. Low-key Encore, just to bully him. Or Iron Heads. So this game was like predetermined like 10 minutes ago. But this guy played like a snail and made a ton of double switches that changed nothing. So the game just got super drawn out when this was going to be what happened every single time. So I think its best odds were to Shadow Claw crit the core. Like, you should have tried to crit it, critical hit it. But maybe he didn't have it. Maybe he Swords Dance Curse Player of Shadow Sneak. In which case the place was made even less sense. I thought he was trying to get the Corv in range of Mimikyu the whole time. So he'd curse the first time, he'd do something. I don't know. Land critical hits 50 times. That's an achievement? How do you even... I guess, yeah, Meowscarada players get that very, very quickly. Very nice. How much do you get for that? 500 VP. A teammate ticket and a training ticket are not bad, though. Ooh! I can permanently recruit Venusaur. With this thing, too. I don't even need to use the VP. Holy. Alright, now the question is... You should not have a Gengar Stone. Do you have... Do I have Venusaurite on the account already? Nope. Oh, man. That sucks. That sucks. There we go. 2,000 VP. Well, all those battles gone. Just to get the chance to Mega Evolve my Venusaur. Maybe I can Mega Evolve with a Gengar. Maybe if Venusaur believes that in the battle, they will be a Gengar, you know, could be like a Zoroark and confuse the opponents. Then maybe you could use the Gengar Mega Stone. Anyways, now I want to train this thing. I have a training ticket, so I should be able to do this no problem. Venusaur moveset. First things first, absolutely not Weather Ball. I'm gonna run Earth Power here. Jesus Christ, can I scroll to Earth Power? Okay. The question is, do I run Sleep or do I run just Synthesis? I feel like Synthesis is keeping it simple. Probably lets me beat more Pokemon in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, Synthesis for sure. Synthesis for sure. The next question. Do I run offensive or do I run a defensive spread? Now, they've already blessed me with an offensive spread, so I don't think I need to change that, genuinely. I'm using that same set and climb to champ tier. This is probably what I go for. Except for this stupid mild nature. Change that to modest. And the base ability should be Chlorophyll. Maybe there's some speed tier. Let me check speed tiers real quick. I'm at 102 currently. I could go... How about 107 to get the jump on Rotom Wash? And then like 108 to get the jump on Rotom... Well, Rotom Wash doesn't want to get the jump on other Rotom Wash because that's going to mess up your like Volt Switch matchups. But whatever. 107. Outspeed Rotom. Any other speed other than that? The next thing was like 113 speed Tyranitar, 116 speed Mimikyu, and 117 speed Pelipper. That's a little too fast for my taste. I kind of want to keep Venusaur as bulky as I can. I feel like this is good. Training ticket. The fact, bro, the training tickets are kind of broken. Ooh, wait, there's a problem with this Venusaur set. There is a major problem. This is the biggest issue. There is a major problem. I need to swap the moves. It's kind of ugly. There we go. Actually, Giga Drain first. All right, problem solved. The move order was ugly to me. All right, so now we have Mega Venusaur joining the team. Huh. So what problems open up because of this decision? I don't think many do, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this closes up more problems than it opens up problems. Like, Meowscarada is less of an annoyance, Greninja is less of an annoyance, Primarina is less of an annoyance, opposing Gengar is less of an annoyance, opposing Venusaur and Victreebel are less of an annoyance. Like, I feel like this just solves more problems than it gives me. Like, I don't... We'll find out right here. I feel like anything that I was going to lose to, I'm already losing to him, you know? Like, Delphox is already a threat. Yeah, feel me? I could go back to King Gambit. I just want to look at my opponent's team and see if I spot something. I'm like, dang. I wish I had Gengar. Primarina lead looks pretty free. They might see Venusaur and be inclined to bring Charizard. I feel like... this could just be a big 3 angle. Could just be a big 3 angle. 8 speed? How much speed did I put? Oh, I only had 7. Okay, I might go copy you. I think this is fine. Wait, no, Corv. Do I need Corv? I genuinely don't think I do. Let's bring Venusaur, bruh. Let's bring Venusaur. My only take about Fire Red Leaf Green on the Switch is that it should have just been a Nintendo Switch Online thing like anything else. I know that might be controversial. Some people are like, that's a horrible idea. Locking more games to their subscription service. It's already a thing that has like so many games on there anyway. I don't know. It's a hard call. Making it just a flat 20, sure, you don't have to spend the subscription to keep it. It's a one-time thing. You get it and you got it. I get like both sides of the argument. I have no problem with it being 20, by the way. I actually don't care. It just surprised me. Like, I don't know if it's Nintendo's fault. I don't think it's them. It's probably Pokemon Company. They're very reluctant to let their games on Nintendo's like shop, you know? They really seem to not like that idea. Oh, is it 15 now? It's one of the two. 15, 20, one of them. When was the last time they had... When was the last time that they even had that access, by the way? Like, you could access an old Pokemon game on the console. Was it the 3DS? I think that was the last time. Roost scares me as a play. Or like Aqua Jet scares me because they could click Roost. And I really don't want that to happen. So I'll just Sparkling Aria like a scaredy cat. Okay. I think the last time I remember that is what they put. Didn't they put like gold and crystal, gold, silver, and crystal on the 3DS? Dang. Since they went for Flame Charge, because apparently people are running that now, I can't go to my Chlorophyll Venusaur. I guess I'll Poison Jab. I don't want to let Mimikyu in for free. Well played, bro. You got me. Aegislash Flinch. Okay, we won't forfeit, but I mean, the game's over. Well played. I've said it before, that is the only advantage to running Aegislash. That move is not a move, like, to do damage. That is a move to have the chance to just rob the game. That's pretty much it. Charizard. Is it possible that I'm faster with Chlorophyll than this thing is at +1? No. Well. Synthesis spam, maybe not the worst idea, if I think about it. The problem is Aegislash does like the same damage. Like, Synthesis spam to get rid of the weather wouldn't change the fact that Aegislash still does the same damage. Man, I'm dead to Flash Cannon. Oh, Draco Meteor. Dang, why couldn't my opponent have been the sub-Aura Sphere foul play guy from the other game? Well, that entire game was lost to a singular Aegislash flinch, and that is why Pokemon is an interesting game competitively. For the record, clicking Aqua Jet in that situation changed nothing. It just changed nothing. Let's go Venusaur. Looks decent here. Starmie is annoying. Starmie is very annoying. Basculegion looks great here, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is a Primarina, Basculegion, and maybe Mega Venusaur angle. Could be Corv too. I don't hate the idea of bringing Corviknight. I don't love it. I'm the opponent. I feel like they're bringing Starmie. But then what after Starmie? You know? Maybe Corv to like form some sort of pivot core, I guess. Could like flip turn and U-turn and stuff. Maybe I just go my own Corviknight. The problem with going my own Corviknight is that it doesn't really serve much purpose outside of just annoying their Corviknight, I guess. Forget it, bro. Unless they bring Lopunny, which would be an interesting decision. They could bring it if they want something to be immune to last respects. That is something that they could bring. We have a Primarina off. Does everybody just run a slower Primarina than max speed for some reason? I haven't lost a single Primarina speed tie once. This seems to be a bulky one, so it's going to twit KO me while I don't twit KO them. That's annoying. And it's Citrus. Let's see. I'm kind of forced to go Basculegion, I think. Last Respects is on the table. Wave Crash probably kills at 38, which is kind of crazy. But Last Respects is more consistent. Could also punish them for not bringing Lopunny. Gotta open the damage calc. Okay, there goes Lopunny. The reason why I'm fine with Lopunny is because I brought Corv. And them having Lopunny means I'm assuming it's not Starmie. This could be, whoa, imagine the IQ. Lopunny, not intended to Mega Evolve, just to have an immunity to Last Respects. And it's going to U-turn on my Corviknight as they safely bring in their Mega Starmie. You will get so many brownie points if that is your sequence, bro. You just absolutely own me. If this thing doesn't Mega Evolve, oh, okay, never mind. I'm thinking of 800 IQ plays for my opponent, bro. Non-Mega Lopunny to bait me into thinking that it was Mega so that I go into... What the heliante? What the heliante? Did this thing just click Swords Dance? Yo, hey, Corviknight, hey, please live. Please survive. Please don't get high jump kicked. Corviknight, you good, man? Yo. Yo. Relax. Relax. It's not that serious. It really isn't. It's not that serious, bro. Okay, Lopunny's saying it is. Yo, close combat is about to kill like 2 Corviknights right now. It's not that deep, Lopunny. It's not that deep. Yo, this thing is about to hit my Basculegion with the quick attack of doom. I think my Basculegion might just die. Yo, my Basculegion's gonna die. Okay, never mind. They don't have quick attack. I was gonna say I'm gonna die to quick attack plus recoil. I think I would have. That's crazy. Swords Dance Lopunny, bro. Garchompingtons? Oh, you Scarf. Please don't. No! Alright, you know what to do, Basculegion. Super Omega Ultra Critical Hit. That actually would have killed, too. A crit would have killed there. Dang. Yo, Swords Dance Lopunny. They said, forget going for U-turn. I'm just going to kill you. Fair enough. All right, well, the fact of the matter is, again, I don't think Gengar would have changed that. It might look like we've only lost after adding Venusaur. And you would be correct in your observation. Now, with the assumption that this is Venusaur's fault, be correct? I don't think so. I don't think Gengar, who is also slower than Lopunny, would have done anything there. And I don't think Gengar would have saved me from getting flinched with my Garchomp against the Charizard. So while you would be correct, it'd be a very astute observation. I'm just going to say, give it some time. Give it some time. Let's go with Primarina, Venusaur, and then maybe Basculegion. I like those 3. Now, they could just be a weirdo and lead off with Delphox and basically say screw Venusaur. In which case, maybe it's just not meant to be. Maybe it's not meant to be, and I just go back to being a Gengar tamer. Aegislash. I like what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing what I'm liking. I'm seeing what I'm liking. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Please Mega Evolve first. Let's go. Venusaur's first damage of the game. Well, I guess it Sludge Bombed the Charizard. Earth Power! Let's go! Dinosaur Frog thingy. Dinosaur Frog plant. Yes. 56% to that Aegislash. As they go for Poltergeist. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen that move miss in this game. Shadow Ball, okay. I have never seen Poltergeist miss. Am I crazy? I'm not going to Synthesis because I feel like they read that. Oh, should have went for Synthesis. They did not read that. I mean, Earth Power does some good damage to Garchompingtons. I definitely wish I went for Synthesis. However, Venusaur has done its job. I'm just going to Giga Drain. We got good chip on Aegislash. We got good chip on Garchomp. He's going to kill me. Or not. Because Venusaur's the GOAT. Okay, so I could have went for Synthesis. I wasn't aware that they were going to click a move that didn't kill me. Not aware at all. But it's okay. It is okay. I'm going to preserve... No, I don't think I preserved the Focus Sash. That sounds stupid. Is it stupid? Hold on, let's think about this. Let's think about this. We can talk about it. I think I've already calced this, but I don't think Aqua Jet does anything to Garchomp. Yes, it is 11 max. I remember that from the beginning of the stream. If I go to Basculegion, maybe good things will happen. I do have Aqua Jet. I feel like I'm kind of forgetting that. But Aqua Jet is a bad move to lock myself into because then I'll just lose. They could get scared because who thinks Choice Scarf Aqua Jet? Flip Turn is definitely a move I can click as well. I think that's what I will click. Yeah. I'll Flip Turn into Primarina. How does that sound? That would have been possible a few games ago. Where I had a Protect because I was still running the doubles reset. Aegislash. Okay. It's a special attacking one. I haven't found that in a lot of games. Sparkling Aria probably does not do 50%. Okay. I crit him. That is Pokemon. So, you know, he had a good play in his mind probably. Something that probably made a lot of sense. But then the game just says here, critical hit. And now anything that he was doing is now invalidated. And now he has to think. And they forfeit. That is Pokemon. That is how Pokemon works. I did absolutely nothing to prepare that move. At all. Nothing. But it just happened, and anything that he just did not work. You can sleep now? Alright. We finally got a win with Venusaur, and you are satisfied. That's good. Have an amazing freaking rest. My opponent has 2 answers to Basculegion, so I'm not going to bring the Basculegion. I'm going to go with the Venusaur and Primarina, I think. Kind of goes on a wombo combo of death against this guy's entire team. Could be a Hippowdon lead. Hippowdon doesn't seem too bad, but I don't know about having so many Pokemon that just lose to Scizor. Well, Primarina doesn't necessarily lose to Scizor, but Hippowdon certainly does. I think this is my best route. Primarina, Garchomp, and Venusaur. I could also go Corviknight. But Corviknight kind of fits into that realm of kind of loses to Scizor, like it's just setup fodder. My only fear... I'm going to Mega Evolve Venusaur first. That's what I'm going to do. The only problem with this play is that Primarina will lose the Focus Sash if they lead off with Hippo. Like, the Sash of Primarina is going to be useless. But I'm scared of Triple Axle. Masquerada. Maybe Primarina lead just made more sense. Because they'd have to Flower Trick anyway. And they're probably Scarf, which means if they Flower Trick, then I could get the Venusaur in and Mega. I should have led Primarina. My initial call. Oh well. That's my bad. They're on a 5-win streak. Oh my god, they just let off with Scizor. Garchomp or Primarina? Garchomp or Primarina? Garchomp or Primarina? I feel like I like Garchomp more. Greninja got nerfed by them. Well, the first nerf was Protean, right? Now it only activates like on the first move. You can't just keep proccing Protean over and over. That was the first nerf. But then in Champions, I don't even think you can use the Ash ability at all. Like Battle Bond. I don't even think you can access Battle Bond in this game. And it doesn't have Nasty Fly, yeah. They really don't like Greninja, which is very weird because it doesn't really do anything in VGC to my knowledge. I don't think it's ever historically been a good VGC Pokemon. They go straight for the BP. That should not kill my Garchomp in one hit. Alright. This is why I wanted to go Chomp first. Because they're going to have to BP twice. If they Swords Dance again on some really, really aggressive play, it doesn't really matter. If they Roost, it doesn't really matter. Nothing is going to change here. The situation is going to be the exact same. They're going to Roost spam until they're at a healthy amount, I guess. And then Bullet Punch. And then Primarina is going to come out and Sparkling Aria. I'm just mashing the A button because there's nothing else for me to think about. I guess they want to go back to 100 or not. Very cool. This is why I did not bring Corviknight, because I already have enough setup fodder against this thing, and that would just be more setup fodder. Sparkling Aria, because Bullet Punch would put me in Torrent. Now, they could be really smart. If they're slower than me, they could go for close combat. But, that Bullet Punch didn't do a lot. They might be bulky. Hold on. No amount of bulk is saving you from Torrent boost with Sparkling Aria. It is what it is. Do what it do. It be what it be. Arcanine. I don't like you. I don't like you. We're gonna have extreme speed, and it's gonna be annoying. Maybe there's a world where I went Primarina first. Maybe, just maybe, there's a world where I go Primarina first instead of Garchomp. But that world is not this one, so it's no point dwelling over it. Let's go for Earth Power. I'm going to take a lot from the Head Smash. I just hit my funny bone on the arm of my chair. That is absolutely fantastic. Venusaur, can you make up for this absolutely horrific moment? How about you dodge the Head Smash for me? Oh. There is no Head Smash to dodge. He has gone for Flare Blitz. Yo, please do not have Mega Excadrill. I don't want my lose counter against Excadrill to go insta-positive. Please. I would not like to lose to Mega Excadrill because I've clowned that Pokemon. Please don't have Excadrill. Meowscarada. Wait, we might be in business, boys. We might be in business. We might just be in business. I'm not in business. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god, I forget that it turns into a freaking ice type, so it's gonna do way more than 91. Okay, they missed. The problem is that that doesn't do anything. That does nothing for me. Yeah, nothing for me at all, actually. In this situation, I have to avoid another triple axle. Okay, he hits all three. I need to just dodge another. That's it. I need to dodge. Okay, okay, okay. I think I win now. I think I... Unless he crits one of them. He has to crit like the final hit, I think. Because Giga Drain is going to out-heal. It's going to do about 50% minimum. Right? We lived that. That was max roll, I believe. It did like 52% to me. My Giga Drain is going to... Oh my god. Oh, right. My calc doesn't even have the stats on Venusaur. That was 27 with Modest Nature. Alright, and now I kill the next Giga Drain, and the game is over. Unless they crit me. Please don't. Please don't. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, I took Gengar off my team and added Mega Venusaur. Gengar Tamer, get that title off of my freaking character, bro. We are Venusaur Tamers at this point in time. I think the most useless Pokemon on my team so far is probably Hippowdon. Like, Hippowdon has dead done nothing. I don't know the last time I sent out Hippowdon. I'm gonna be so for real. I might go back to King Gambit, bro. I legit have not sent Hippowdon out in a good while. Like, it's not garbage. It just doesn't help me. It doesn't help me in situations where I feel like I need the help. Like, Scizor earlier is really annoying. Maybe I go freaking Skeleadurge. I don't know. I don't think Skeleadurge is good. Rotom Heat doesn't seem too bad. Legit. Either way, though, I think we're going to go ahead and call it there. Let me change my, where do I go to my profile, bro? Get all this Gengar stuff out of here. All of it. You know what? Let's have a Meganium. It's close enough to a Gengar. Titles. Giddy Old Man. An honor given to a trainer who has won 10 battles using fairy-type Pokemon. What in the world does that have to do? What does that have to do with? Primarina Tamer. Yeah, there we go. That's the real Pokemon, bro. Water. Primarina. And freaking Fairy. What the heck is this badge? What is this thing? What is that? Super effective moves 300 times. I'm good. Primarina. That is our representation. All right. Unfortunately, I'm not back in rank 2 by the end of this. That is unfortunate. I'm going to figure out whatever I can add over a Hippowdon off stream. I'm going to do like some team analysis and see like what is this team really, really weak to? I did this with the other team. I made like a whole, I looked at all the Pokemon and just gave them like 1 to 5. How threatening are they to my team? Just so I can get an idea. I'm going to do the same thing with this team off stream. But yeah, that should pretty much be it, man. If you enjoyed this stream, leave a like. Maybe subscribe if you are not to watch more streams. I actually don't know if that does anything. I think at this point, subscribing doesn't do anything. I think the bell, the notification bell is all that does absolutely anything. Yeah, so you can know exactly when the streams start. They've been starting at roughly around the same time, except for like weekends. They could start a little later. But yeah, that's about it for this stream, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I can't believe this turned from a Basculegion focused live stream to a Venusaur one at the very end. But we are transforming this team as we play, and we will eventually reach the champions here. That's about all, though. I'm going to go play some, I don't know, Zenless 0-0 maybe or something. I don't know. Maybe some chess. Peace out, y'all.